What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Bad Brains Podcast. I'm your host, Steve. Today we got another exciting episode. We have the return of the homie Antix, and today we have a very special guest, the homie Too Real. Choo! Clap it up for the homie.
Go to sleep, fool.
What's up? What's up? Thanks for coming on. What's up, bro? How you been?
Thank you for having me, fool.
Of course, man.
I'm here. I made it, dog. I remember we talked about it and shit, and I was cleaning a pool and shit, and I was like, fuck it, okay, I'm down. I was listening to it, and I was like, I was listening to you guys' podcast and shit. I was like, I'm down. Hell yeah, fuck it, let's do it, you know?
Hell yeah. Thanks for coming through, bro. Much appreciated. Shit. So, let's kick it off. If you want to introduce yourself for anybody who doesn't know who you are, what you do.
Well, shit, I'm Too Real, the saddest fool. I'm a music artist, a content creator. I'm just a fool, to be honest with you guys.
This was being humble. This was Mr. Viral Content Creator and shit. Dope-ass music artist.
No, yeah, fool. Honestly, fool, that's me, fool. I'm just a fool, dog. I've never been really able to chop it up on a podcast where I'm able to kick back like this, you know what I mean? And chop it with somebody from Bakersfield like this.
That's right.
First podcast in Bakersfield from somebody from Bakersfield, so it's like, it's a whole different vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, big time. I know exactly what you mean, because it's not too often you come across another fool and homie that walked like pretty much around like the same path, you know, we all come from the same background, same side of town and all that shit, so it's definitely dope. Just a little bit about yourself. Do you have any siblings? Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I got big bro right here. That's
big bro?
Yeah.
It's fucking
Antix The Menace.
He's just the redheaded stepbrother.
This is my big bro and shit. Nah, yeah, and I got a couple of siblings here and there. I got my little brothers, little sisters. I think my sister around my same age. She might be a little older than me, but yeah, everybody's doing good and shit. You know, I grew up. My mom was a single mother for the most of her life. And
okay.
So like she had the stereotypical East Side baby mama with the 5 different baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So she had her pick of, you know what I mean, different shades of brown. You know, that's for sure, different shades of brown. So.
Yeah.
I came out the kind of mixed one and shit. But.
There you go.
Yeah.
What about the family life? You got any kids? You married?
Yeah, kind of same thing happened to me too.
You're the single baby daddy?
Nah, not the single baby daddy. I had a different, you know, pick here and there. You know what I mean? I'm still, you know what I mean. I'm done though. Shit, I got five kids.
5 kiddos?
Yeah, and I'm done.
How many baby mamas?
Just 2, you know what I mean?
Just 2, hell yeah. That's the Bakersfield average.
I wasn't swinging too hard, you know what I mean? I was just...
How many baby mamas you got?
2.
There you go.
That's the average.
Prove me right. Hell yeah. You were born and raised in Bakersfield?
Yeah, born and raised
what side of town?
California. Honestly, throughout all of Bakersfield, like, it's a trip, like, to say, like, where I was raised at. 'Cause even when I, like, you know, became a young adult and shit, like, I ventured everywhere on the east side, different parts of the east side, and then on the southwest. So, like, kind of just growing up. And I moved to Delano for a little bit. Oh, also, too, I used to go to Delano every weekend and shit, growing up as a kid. And, like, you know what I mean? So, like, just, yeah, it's like, it's crazy. I grew up all around Bakersfield. Like, you can't drop me off in a spot in Bakersfield where I can get lost. Like, I'll fucking know how to get home somehow or another. Cause, like, taking the buses and shit and just for fun. You know what I mean? When you're a kid.
Once you know that bus route, if you get around on the bus route here for sure.
Yeah, being a kid and just getting drunk on the bus and shit, and you just fucking walking around busting fat ass missions. You just learn a lot when you grow fast and you burn yourself out. And next thing you know, it's like. Fucking, you're like 30 years old, still fucking on a sick one and shit. Yeah,
it'd be like that. It's crazy to bring up Delana. I didn't know you were half Filipino.
Oh yeah, fool. No, for real though, fool. I actually am fool. No, that's a good joke.
Yeah.
I want to do stand-up comedian, fool. I want to do the stand-up comedy shit. Shout out to the Well Center. You know what I mean? The Well Center right there downtown. I think it's 18th Street.
Yeah, they just moved because they were right here on White Lane, and man, they're growing, bro. They've got some good names. They got like, a lot of good people.
Fucking vibe in there, fool. Like,
we gotta hit that shit up for an open mic.
Let's do it, fool. They do it. I think Thursdays. Every Thursdays, they have an open mic and shit.
Yeah, they be having all kinds of promotions and shit. Just so they're trying to build their customer base and all that. And Hell yeah, bro, I'm super down. I'm a huge fan of comedy, so yeah, we gotta hit it up one of these days and fucking
Yeah,
run them out.
the Bakersfield Wealth Center and shit's cracking and shit, but nah, but yeah, I'm getting off subject and shit. But yeah, I grew up in, born and raised in Bakersfield. Um, and then the crazy part is though, I barely started like living life though. I could say when I got like sober and shit, cause you know what I mean. Like that shit held me back from so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. Like I barely even went to my first comedy shit like this year and shit.
What'd you
know
go
what
see?
I mean? Well, like to go perform and shit. Like I did the stand up.
Oh, you did stand up?
Yeah, I did it twice and
Oh
shit.
shit! No way.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Put a hand on. We'll get back to that. We'll take a deep dive on that before we go any further. Just the last question, as far as like growing up and stuff. What were you like as a kid? Like, because I remember when I first met you, and we were just talking about our age difference. I didn't realize you were that much younger than us.
Oh,
So I think when I first met you, you were like probably like 15 or some shit. So
Yeah.
I remember you just being quiet and shit, hella quiet and stuff. And I mean, at Scoops Pad and shit.
Yeah.
I think
So-
you were still going to East when I met you.
Yeah.
And just hanging around.
Yeah.
Are we at fault for all this shit? It was just talks about being sober, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are we at
Still a
fault?
baby.
For real?
Got him. Nah.
Because when you were turning 18, barely a fucking adult, we were 20 in our early 20s and shit. Fucking this was on his third baby mama.
Nah, I made my decisions on my own. I'm not gonna blame nobody. No, I'm just fucking around. No, I'm not gonna blame nobody for it.
He did call you his older brother.
The decisions that I made.
How it goes.
All my bad decisions
You know
from
what
my
I
two
mean?
older brothers. They're fucking dirtbags. So.
He's a good big brother, I tell you that for sure. No,
Yeah.
no,
What do you remember? What do you remember this fool as when you first met him?
When I first met him, shit, the first thing that comes across my mind is poet, straight up. Like, I remember when I met this fool was just trying to get some trees. I knew where to get them at that point.
Did you know?
And yeah, he was just like,
We
"Yo,
got him."
check out my poetry." He was just like, check out my poetry. I write poetry. And then I was already making music, so I peeped it out. And I was like, damn, this shit's fucking actually dope. It's not just some fool's random poetry. Like, this shit was deep. And then because I was making music, I was like, you should try rapping. Just bar it up. This shit'd be dope. But yeah, I'd have to say poet. This was a poet.
At what point did you ruin his life?
And that fool moved in with me. It was over.
Why did you rape me?
Yeah. One pee touch. Shit. Yeah, but I remember this fool being hella quiet. It would just be posted right there as Scooby.
Then the demons were fucking with me, dog. Nah.
It was early as fuck. Early on.
No, yeah, I was a kid. That was me though. Like the quiet one. That's why I trip out on my kids because I know the more quiet they are, they're bound to blow up one day and shit. You know what I mean? Cause
Ticking time bomb.
Just waiting to explode.
that's what it was for. Like growing up, I was always just aware of shit. Like because just growing up and just seeing all kinds of shit from like out the gate and shit. You know what I mean? So like growing up quick, and by the time you're 10 years old and you already seen like all kinds of shit already,
Yeah.
then it just kind of makes you already like hella like on edge and shit, or it kind of fucks you up, you know what I mean? So like that's kind of where I was a lot of the times, especially like around certain people. Like it was always like, okay, like I'm in this state of mind where I'm like, you know what I mean?
Just bring out a different side of you.
Yeah.
Some clicks different.
Yeah, like just being in a certain environment around certain people, like especially growing up when you don't have that sense of direction and shit, exactly what is good and what is bad, and what you're just living, you know what I mean? You're just going with the
100%.
flow and shit, you know?
Yeah.
So like that's what it was most of the time around that time, was just being in that moment and just realizing like, damn, like this is the cards that God's dealt me in that moment. And a lot of the times, like when I was, growing up, like I would, find my only outlet would be like writing poetry and shit, and getting like being able to, like when I met this fool, I didn't know how to bar it up and shit. Like I could sit there and rap and shit and go, but I didn't understand the concept of like turning the words into like actual like bars to where they fit into music
I
to
still
where you
remember
can say it. So it's like he definitely broke it down for me like science and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't give him too much credit.
No, that shit made a difference though, fool. Because
I
like,
was fucking around.
Like-
This fool taught me the same shit, so I'm like, man, fuck you.
then I started tripping out. I started tripping out on like how everybody else barred their shit because I would hear their words, and then of course you got like people's music memorized, like Eminem's lyrics memorized.
Yeah.
So you sit there and think about like, damn, how the fuck did he bar his shit up, and like
Yeah.
how much words did he fit that rhymes in one fucking bar? Because that was my thing. I just try to make like everything rhyme, and then like it was like I had to learn how to format it and then put it into actual bars and shit. But yeah, once that happened, then like honestly, I was able to, you know, of course, do my poetry. But at that time, though, fool, I'm not gonna lie, like my music's been like a journey. For like I've been able to understand it, know how to do it, but then once you really can be like, okay, now what do I do with it now? After I learned it, like you play the guitar, okay, cool. But what kind of song are you gonna fucking play now? You know how to play it, you know how to do the strings, but what are you gonna do with those skills? You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I was at that time. Like I had great skills, but what the fuck am I gonna do with these skills?
Yeah.
I was making some fucking weird ass shit. You know what I mean? I was doing some weird ass shit with my bars, like trying to figure out where the fuck I'm at and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to fit in certain people's categories of like what I should do or what's the moment, like what's popping on the radio. You know what I mean? What's you know what I mean? Where are you gonna fit in? Like you gotta fit in where you know get in where you fit in type shit. So
That's true.
I was just trying to figure that part out. Like what the fuck am I gonna do with my music? And then I was doing a lot of drugs too. So like at that time, like it kind of was like a journey where I was like, okay, I want to be a fucking bum or I want to be a fucking rock star. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I don't want to choose either one of them. Like it's either no, like I'm not gonna decide anything else. You know what I mean? And then of course life goes how it is. And
how long have you been doing music?
shit. So I've been doing music like. Basically, since I was 18, so I don't know, fucking 34 right now and shit. I feel like I'm trapped in my brain. Is like doesn't even think about how long I've really been doing it.
Don't make me do math. What is that, like 16 years?
Yeah, I remember this one met me because, like I said, he was just writing poetry.
Yeah,
And I was making beats. And
I don't know if you remember, but when I took off from Bakersfield, I came back for a little bit and I was staying with school. And then everybody would come through and chill and we would do like little ciphers,
Oh yeah.
I remember that's the first time I heard you rap.
Okay.
And I was like, oh shit, this little quiet motherfucker popped up out of nowhere and he was like, check these rhymes out. And I was like, oh shit, yeah. And we were just we did that a couple of times. It was, school, middle. I don't know if you were there.
I was in and out a lot of times in life. There's
Yeah.
a lot of things.
Yeah.
Definitely. That shit was those days. I ain't gonna lie. Like those days really made me be a certain level of like with my writing and like my confidence when it comes to like myself as an artist and what am I really doing and shit. Cause like a lot of you fools were older. You know what I mean? You guys were hella older. So I was like, okay, like, and then I would see you guys hanging out with older fools, and then like certain people would be, you know, all the elders around me and shit. So I'm like tripping out, like.
We're not that old. Don't use the word elders. The motherfucker said elders. Like we're the fucking
Calm down, buddy.
the chief.
I was like 18, so you guys are like 24, 23.
Let me check with the elders.
Do they approve?
No, but yeah, that shit was sick as fuck, fool. Just knowing that I was able to like, especially with like that fool. Shout out to Print and shit.
Oh
Shout out to
yeah.
Brent.
Yeah, that fool. That was a rapper. Fool,
That was
so
the
it's
time right
like-
there. I remember that shit.
And then
You have a few songs with them, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
you got a few songs with Print.
I was going through all my emails and I was just playing some music for because Emilio did a tat of my old lady like 2 nights ago, and I was like, oh, showing them some music, bro, like 2011,
I
20.
got all that shit still.
And I was like, oh, this is what Print, this is what Emilio, Frank. So there's a couple songs in there.
Yeah.
They were all pretty clean songs. But kind of touch back on that too, it's just like this fool for sure, Scoop, and I think Emilio, I was probably like the last one, like the least, like I don't even really know how to put it. But this fool always was downloading music and beats and everything, even from early on in high school to where he had like categories and burning us CDs and having all this tons of music and influence, and he started getting down like first intro. You know, I think I heard his first beat he ever made and showing me how he did it and all that stuff. And then being over at Scoop's house, same thing. He was like, "Hey, bro, I got all this music. Oh, have you heard of this artist and this and that?" Just having like categories. And around that time, or my early 20s, it was the mixtape game was real heavy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, friggin', just
Yeah.
everybody was listening. Like, that's how I first heard of like Nipsey and a few other artists was from the mixtape era, and so I could definitely see how these foods could definitely were like that push, you know, especially how serious these foods took it to kind of step back and like watch these foods be hella take the hip hop game and the beat game to like a nerdy ass fucking level where there's like
Oh yeah,
very
it was
like
that level.
intricate.
It was at that point too, because like the way that they loved, way that all you fools loved music and shit was like, especially hip hop and shit was like, okay, if you guys say something's dope as fuck, then it's dope as fuck because, and then if you knew that something was whack as fuck, people would straight up say the shit was whack as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel
so
it.
it was like that shit was like. That shit helped mold me to know what the fuck, like, okay, I shouldn't write that, or something that I should write. You know what I mean? Because if not, then like if your guys' critique on music, if I can get like a cool, like fuck yeah, then you know what I mean. Especially that age being like, you know what I mean. Like I said, I was like fuck yeah.
The elders approved.
I was chilling in the studio, like the homies.
Or passing around the peace pipe.
Yeah, like the homies, like I met him on the SoundClick, like on like MySpace type days, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like he had SoundClick, and then I seen all the beats, and I was like, fuck yeah, and then, you know what I mean? He was, you know, mutual friends and relatives with people that I knew, and it was like, okay, cool, like right away I'm just comfortable just based on that, you know what I mean? So it was like, just seeing how the universe lined up at that time, because like I said,
Positively.
yeah.
You fucking ruining the fucking podcast, you piece of shit.
What's cracking, fool?
What up, fool?
That's who decided to fucking chime in. Your episode
out
was
to
last
you,
week, bro. So feeling all left out over there.
What are you doing in the garage, fool?
Y'all some fucking bitches.
Say it again.
Y'all some bitches.
Ah, you just jelly.
Love you too.
Hey, why you so fucking sweaty in the garage, bro? Put your shirt on. Put your pants on.
Just called to say what's up, and yeah, I wanted to ruin your podcast.
Hell yeah.
It worked, fool. You ruined the fuck out of it. Dog.
Cancel. Alright, bro, I hit you.
Yeah, you can keep that in there, fuck
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
Weenie.
ill million.
Nah, yeah, but like speaking of the devil, fool, like you know what I mean, like that fool, for instance and shit, like he would be like the way he would just be fucking loving music and shit,
Yeah.
and being sitting there fucking, you hear the fucking bars, dude, you hear this shit, and like really like just talking, just being in that moment of
Still
like,
does that shit.
yeah,
Man, bro, let me listen to the fucking song, bro. Relax.
like this is my fifth time hearing this, fool. Like, I know the song right now, fool.
But do you
Still.
get it?
Yeah, so like, you know what I mean? And then having the freestyle session and shit. Like, shout out to Jay too. He has lots of names, fool, but I can't remember which ones, but shout out to that fool.
Jay Spitz was
Jay
the last
Spitz
one.
was the last one, yeah. Shout out to homie Jay Spitz. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, all these rappers around that time and shit, they were like really like trying to do it and shit. Like, that shit was cool as fuck. And then, you know, of course, you guys and shit.
When do you think you were like you obviously started off, you know, like anything for anybody, like as a something to do. When you say you started taking it serious, like when was your first song? Or do you remember your first song?
Yeah, honestly, it was back when I was writing poetry, though, because like I knew that it eventually was gonna turn into something that having to do with music. Because like I only like wanted to do poetry because I had like Immortal Technique and shit was like a big inspiration and shit.
That's right.
And then like seeing that like in the Eminem and shit. And then like seeing how their stories and like just their content alone, like their substance, you know what I mean? I should say, you know what I mean? And like, and then just knowing that like at some point, like that's what I wanted to do. So I could say like that's when I first, like when I was a kid and shit, like just writing those lyrics and just being alone and just feeling that like fucking hunger, just knowing my mom was sitting there fucking struggling and like my brothers and my sisters are struggling and like fucking we have eviction or like we have, you know, bills, you know, we're gonna have to move soon now or like, you know, just going through shit as a kid. And like because I bounced around a lot of shit. So like 1 minute we're good, we all have a house that we're living in. Next thing you know, we're all sharing one bedroom, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like moving from house to house, like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, you know what I mean? Growing up, everybody has their struggles and shit, but I could say during that time, that was like my most serious time where I was like, fuck this shit. Like, this is gonna pay off for me one way or another, you know?
Hell yeah. That's tight.
What's crazy about that is I was just going through, maybe I'm an old head, going through old Facebook post when I was used to post on Facebook all the time, and I remember seeing one just the other day that said, "Oh, my brother Two Real just dropped his first song," and that shit was like, I don't even remember how long ago it was. It had to be like, fuck.
I was hella jealous. I was in LA, like, fucking loser loner over there.
On my end, it was not right. That was what I posted.
Not right? Oh, I'm trying to remember that.
That was like your first studio song.
That one was crazy, yeah, that shit was crazy.
He went to the Bakersfield Sound or something like that, recorded that shit.
This was showing me how to make beats, fool.
Yeah.
This was showing me how to make beats and like, fuck, like that's a whole different other like lane and shit. But like that shit made me really inspired, especially when I was all fucking all twisted and shit.
Like, listen to this.
This was used to be in like 3 in the morning at my house just
bro,
making beats.
fucking smacking, you know.
Fucking listen to this. We got a bag of aluminum cans.
Is that a bird, dog? Is that a bird?
That's a
The
fucking
sun
cloud
was
horn.
coming up and shit, and it's like, goddamn.
Straight tripping. Yeah. Who do you think's been your? This is kind of like a two-parter where it could be someone personal or something personal or like a big artist. But what's been like your biggest inspiration in music?
Like in music and stuff.
Like whether it be an artist, like if you had to be like, oh, this artist was my inspiration. Or,
Honestly, fool, it's been everybody that's ever been doing music. I could say like locally, like the hunger of everybody wanting to be the one to put Bakersfield on the map.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to hip hop, especially because like, you know what I mean. Not saying that people already haven't like in their own niche or their own genre, like gangster rap or like trap or whatever it can be, but like legit like commercial. Like hip hop, like where it's like somebody who's known. Okay, that's a hip hop person from Bakersfield, worldwide, not just like like you know in an area in the local sound, or even the West Coast type shit. You know what I mean? Like bigger than the West Coast, like fucking the whole world for like that right there has been one of the biggest inspirations to be that person because like everybody wants to be that person, and it would be fake as fuck for me to say that I don't want to be that fucking person either.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
If you're gonna do something, might as well fucking shoot for the fucking
for
the top.
Like, that right there for that like that's always inspired me because everybody wants to be that fool like. And especially with music, like hip hop music, especially like.
Just like I always say, bro, you gotta fucking get to the top and switch up on everybody.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know none of you motherfuckers.
Nah. Hey, you know
who the fuck is Antix? I never.
It's a trip, fool. Cause like, it's like damn.
I feel that.
On a tip everybody. Then it's like.
Yeah.
You know.
As far as that's locally, I definitely understand that. That's some type. And honestly, I can the reason why it resonates more with me is kind of the same thing what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? It's just I have done my research with Bakersfield podcast. I haven't found one. You know, I've been telling people like if you guys do find one or see something like you know, I want to see what's out there. I did see one time where they did interview like a couple people from here.
Yeah.
But I don't think they were from Bakersfield.
Okay.
And so yeah, same thing, bro. If I'm gonna do it and you know where it takes off to where I want it to take off, you know what I mean? Then shit. Why not be the fucking top? You know, why not take it to another level? You know?
Yeah, for real, fool. Cause like just in general, like there's always gonna be like something that an area is missing that somebody just needs to do it. You know what I mean? And
100%.
just give it your all in anything and shit. But yeah, fucking my music and shit though, like is guaranteed a reflection of growing up in Bakersfield and like everything that has to do with like my environment. You know, like
It's a grimy ass food.
and yeah, for real, fool. It's like this, just trying to stay in the. Just trying to stay with your head above water a lot of times is hard, especially when you grow up, like, and like things happen and whatever, and then like nothing's really there to guide you or whatever, and then next thing you know, you have to look at like your environment, and that's why people go to turn towards the streets and shit.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Go kick it with the homies. You know what I mean? Or just go post up down the block with who's that. Shit, don't have nothing else to do or nothing, you know what I mean? It wasn't that for sure. That was the spot where like I was focused at for sure.
Yeah.
When I was in the studio, like I could say like having the studio like legit saved me from like going in a different direction. Where I was like,
I give this fool a hard time, but yeah, this fool was saying when we were chilling, it was always like, we did
he
get
tried to touch you too, huh? Fool?
wake up like
Try.
drink this,
Jeez.
drink some of this juice.
No,
But yeah, definitely not having a support system, and then just Bakersfield being so limited of resources and shit to do. You know what I mean? And it's easy to fucking go the wrong path for sure. Who's some of your favorite? What do you listen to? Who would you consider your favorite artist? Growing up, influentially wise. And right now, like, who do you listen to? What are you listening to?
Okay, so
That's a
I
two-part.
can never get this food's like either. All the years I've known this food, there's never been like one direct answer. I might have an idea, but
it's kind of like I said, like it's a like that. The answer to that explains like how I found myself as an artist.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So far, you've thrown out a lot of Eminem out there since we started talking. So
yeah.
go ahead, my bad.
No, you're good. Like that's basically where it all kind of starts at. It was like hip hop. You know what I mean? Like that genre is like where I built my structure, my music around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at the same time though, like the like very beginning of hip hop, where it was more of about graffiti. It was about breakdancing. It was about DJing. It was about MCing and shit.
Yeah.
And it was about like rocking the party and like the breakdancing part about it and shit like that. You know what I mean? Exactly. So like breaking it down like hip hop to that level where like graffiti was also part of it and shit. That's where like another app like an form of hip hop where I fucking fell in love with and shit like that. You know what I mean? So like hip hop when it comes to that part, it's like it became like a thing where I can freely kind of express myself, right? So like I seen all the beginning artists who like freely express themselves, like Tupac, right? Like of course, like who used that shit as like a legit art, like he was an artist because he went to school for that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And like he did that in his expression with the direction that he did it in, and like seeing like artists like that, and then growing up with this mind, like okay, like I want to do something like that, like Immortal Technique. Like something where they're really freely expressing how they feel, like the most extreme ways of doing it. You know what I mean? Through their lyrics and their rhyming, and it's like raw and fucking crazy. And then you have Eminem, who's like just talking like a diary and shit, just saying how he feels and like shit like that. And then that whole feeling right there. And then it kind of got me to that point where I was like in the same boat, where I was like. That was me rapping. Like I wanted to be feeling myself and how I feel, but I wasn't able to really do it until I like. Of course, you get older and shit, and then you start tripping out. Like why do we just stop liking music all of a sudden? And once you reach a certain age, like the old man inside of us kind of is like, fuck that shit. That shit's some mumble rap, or that shit's some stupid ass rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I didn't have that. Like that shit didn't like I seen it, but I didn't let it become really a part of me.
I think I know what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's like kind of like I just had this conversation with somebody. And it's just like you see that in every generation, like like you said, the old man in you, and then you just see that across the board. No matter once people hit a certain age or whatnot, they start shitting on the younger stuff. You know, like
exactly.
Anybody
there's science behind it too. I forgot the theory, but
because I mean, you have all the people who are like the original rap from the '80s and all that stuff, and then like I think I was the cutoff for like the NWA, like Ice-T type stuff, and then came Snoop and Dre, so that was our shit. I'm pretty sure all of those fools, like, or anybody who a little bit older, were like, oh, that shit's whack. Like, those fools are soft, or this and that. And then once, the new stuff came on, and like you said, the mumble rap, and, they're talking about different shit, and, we grew up on gangster rap, and all this shit is watered down, and then now with the stuff that's out now, you got Drake, and you got all these other fools who, their life has been completely public, and people are like, oh, this fool's this and this that. But it's just like, it's just a generational thing. Like everybody's like, oh, every generation thinks that they're the best. But in reality, I feel like that's our generation for sure was the best era ever.
And the new artists I like basically just resemble the shit that we used to listen to. It's like I was telling you, Miles Monday. He's a newer artist, but
Yeah, I started following him on the
shit
ground.
sounds like some shit that we grew up listening to.
Yeah, that fool had bars.
Yeah.
That was a really good rapper.
I'm surprised you didn't say though, Lil Peep. I figured.
I was getting to that part. Like that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people just miss that whole era of like fucking Lil Uzi Vert type shit. You know what I mean? Or like Lil Peep. Like there was Comethazine. That's what his name.
Oh yeah.
That was dope as fuck. And like so like Lil Peep is the one that's finally like okay boom. Now I understand, like it just hit, and I was like, okay, I could really be my fucking self now, because like it was just like a moment where I was like, okay, that's clarification. Because if this fool can just do this, whatever the fuck he wants,
And blow
then
up.
why the fuck can I? You know what I mean? Like
That fool passed away, huh?
yeah, rest in
Yeah.
peace to him.
R.I.P. Yeah.
So Lil Peep for sure, like that fool. Even now, like when it comes to like my journey with addiction and shit, like it don't say play a part, but like I had a time where that's what I listened to, and I was doing certain shit. And like now, if I feel like a certain way, I'm able to listen to him now and be like, okay, like I don't want to feel like that again. So it's just like a reminder of like, okay, that's definitely where I don't want to go. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
Some dark times.
yeah. So that's why I say music's been one of those things where, like even right now, like I don't listen to music though. That's the thing. Like
I knew that I was gonna say that.
yeah, I don't listen to music because like I write music and shit. So like
Yeah.
if I listen to music, I feel like too brainwashed and shit by what I'm
Because on
listening
the way
to.
over here, I was gonna ask him, have you heard this album or this album? But I already knew from knowing this fool all this shit. She's like, nah, I ain't heard that shit.
What do you bump in the car? What do you do when you're driving?
Sometimes I listen to beats and shit. I'm just like freestyle and shit.
It's like Dylan.
Nylon.
Because I speed hot by.
No, but yeah, I've never really known this fool to have like. I was thinking that, like I said, on the way over here, like I can't really ask this one has heard this album or this album or this album because usually when I'm
Anything catch you in the last couple of years? Any
Shit.
Anybody out now?
Not like
There's so much
can't-
shit out right now, and especially
like,
with
I get brainwashed by what my wife listens to, or like what the younger like generation might used to listen to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. That's some. I guess that's that new shit. You know what I mean?
it's like the trendy dance, shit.
Yeah.
Doing the TikTok dance and shit.
No, for real.
What do you got on the way? What's any new music? Have you dropped anything lately?
The music shit, like honestly, it's one of those things where like right now, like music it's an avenue that will pay money, and will like have that freedom to where like I'm able to create and like be in the love of the creation of making music, but it's like a job now, you know what I mean? Like it's that the whole creative process of it now is a part where like now I see it as more like I gotta really sit there and do what I need to do, or I'm just kind of lollygagging with it now, you know what I mean? So it's like I don't really have nothing that I can say going on right now where I can say, I'm working on this, I got this coming up, But what I will do and continually do is promote the music that I already have out.
Yeah.
Like I've already dropped so much music that like I've learned already that when it comes to like what you make isn't about the amount that you put out. Like you can put out a whole fucking album every week, you know what I mean? But what are you doing with it? You know what I mean? Or what are you really trying to do? So like I have the albums that are out right now, and just by the two that I have, like I got the In the Shadows EP, and I got Problem Child EP, and those two EPs right now are out right now on all streaming services, and then I got lots of singles that are out.
Yeah.
And then like I said, my music plays like a journey and shit. So like there'll be some shit on there that people can fucking get wasted to, and there might be some shit that people are gonna cry and like not want to ever do drugs to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it goes like it's all just and it's crazy too because a lot of people will listen to it and they'll like play it off like, oh, what the fuck is this? And then they'll listen to it and it's like something that they really fucking love and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's like that feeling where it's like that's my satisfaction in my brain. That's like that hit of like, okay, like I'm doing something like that clarification. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like somebody literally takes the time out of their life to send me like a paragraph of like how they felt about what they listened to.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, like, okay, like I did something in this person's life, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, yeah, this.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it resonates with a lot of people. Your story, you know what I mean, and everything that you've been through, and especially like pouring your everything into it, and you know what I mean.
Probably didn't say that last song. The last song he put out, Real Life, produced by myself. Not that I'm trying to throw shine on myself, but that one was one of his dopest tracks. I think that, as he was saying, it speaks to that realness that people can actually really relate to.
That's one of one of the latest songs that you
Last
put
song
out.
he put out that I've seen. Yeah, it just had a level of realness that was just like, you can listen to it and not just bump it like, oh, it's cool, this fool's rapping, but that shit really hits a note. Like I said last time, he paints a picture that you can relate to. And then even just the freestyle you put out the other day, what was that, the Busy Bone?
Oh yeah,
That shit was dope too. This fool was spitting over some Busy Bone beats, and that shit hits. Like, that shit has lyrics that you can really be like, damn, man, I can feel that.
With any of the music that you have out now, is there any kind of events or anything that you participate in or anything? I've been seeing a lot more, especially now that I'm really trying to focus on the content stuff. I'm seeing a lot more events and a lot more local stuff being thrown. I heard about some stuff coming up soon. So anything that you're gonna be participating in or that catches your eye, throw a fucking rave.
If eventually, I could say that, what all that comes down to is like being locked into what you're doing and shit, and like right now I'm trying to get shows more for like, say if I get like a guest appearance of like hosting like some type of like event or something like that. Like the music side, I feel like unless somebody approaches me, then I think that's kind of the only way that I'm gonna be able to get locked in. But as far as like me having anything scheduled coming up, I know that I can schedule something with Cali Culture, which is a Cali Culture concert series right here on Sabbath Standard. They do open mic nights and they do stuff like that, and so that's a lane that possibly can be opened up in the future to have something scheduled.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cali Concert Series. They what I mean. They do their thing. They show lots of love to Bakersfield. Like that's the one thing I could say is like, if you were to get try to get in with them, you can see all kinds of artists that go through there from all through Kern County. You know what I mean? Not just hip hop artists, but like just indie pop artists, rock artists, all kinds of people. Some people just go in there and do karaoke too, and just for the love of it. If you know any type of instruments, you can go in there and rock out with them too. Really? Yeah, everybody goes up there. The strangers will go up there and start playing the instruments and stuff. So yeah, it's badass. Keep it real. It's a whole vibe and stuff. Shout out to Black John J too. He's a rapper that feels badass. Fool. This fool like he'll sit there and fucking freestyle. Fool. He won't stop. He won't stop freestyling. Yeah, he gets.
That's just hard freestyling.
Yeah, he has his songs memorized and shit too. Yeah. Like I ain't gonna lie, for like the whole music journey and shit. That's why I'm barely getting my I could say like comfortable with myself as an artist when it comes to the performing part, because literally this past year I went from not even knowing the fact that I can do something like rapping your own song, and like I grew up with this mindset like, okay, I could just rap over my lyrics. I could have the DJ just bring in my lyrics if I fuck up, or you know what I mean. And just having the mix a certain way to where like if I fuck up, then it'll just go over the track. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I my first performance there, and he's like, "Hey, bro, do you think you could just come back next time, but just don't do that again?" You know what I mean? Just don't do it like that again. Yeah, just beats only. You know what I mean? And fucking, I was like, fuck. I was like, for real. Yeah. Like, yeah, you can do it. You can do it. And like, he put me in a tough spot where I was like, hold on. Yeah. Okay, fine. If someone's gonna tell me to do it,
get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, and like I said, fuck it. You know what I mean? Let me try it. And I did that shit, dog. And
he was like, you were lip syncing the whole time.
I felt
your microphone wasn't even on.
I gassed him up and ran off with the money and took off. No, but that fool fucking that fool told me to do that, and like I was like, fuck, like I don't know if I could do it, and fucking for that's like legit what made me stop playing with my pepino, fool. Like once I was able to grow some balls and do a song without fucking rapping, fool.
Yeah, that's all it took.
Like I was like, okay, I can do anything. I'm a man now, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Start rapping.
Bro, I did that shit.
So since then, you have been able to go on there beat only.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, everything
yeah.
I've been doing is like I've been doing the whole sets and shit. And sometimes he'll fucking put some extra pressure on me and record me while I'm rapping. And
Yeah.
he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, okay, good. Like, there's no editing, no nothing. Just like you're gonna do it, and that's it.
One spit, one take.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And like, and that shit molded me. Though I ain't gonna lie. Like that shit is a thing that I'm grateful for going there and performing, because they turned me into that. Then next thing you know, for like a whole year's passed by, I performed there maybe 6 times and shit. And
shit!
Each time I did it without any lyrics.
Yeah.
So like that shit was badass.
Yeah. That's tight.
Trying to think where else though.
Little proud moment, a little achievement for yourself.
Yeah, no, for real. Like it just established myself. Like, okay, I'm an artist for real now. Like, I could actually do this shit for money or for performance, or like doing the shows, getting bookings and shit like that. Because if you like, I feel like that's the best way, because everybody's gonna already assume like you already know how to do that shit. So you might as well fucking master that shit.
Yeah, that's tight. That's tight, because it's just like a story of like overcoming some shit, and then it just came out just better at the end, you know?
Yeah, no,
that's
for real.
sick.
It's
fucking be rabbit over here.
Yeah, that shit really worked though. Like,
don't be cheddar bobbing and shit.
Yeah, you can do anything you put your mind to.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Did the cameras turn off on us? Nah, that's good.
Hey, message.
I came in here and I was like, you know what, like, I want to be able to come in here and like in a space where I'm like, okay, cool, like I'm gonna get high as fuck, and like I'm gonna be chilling, and I'm not exactly the one to be like, I'm a rapper, because I don't really see myself as a rapper where I'm like able to be rapping and shit. Like I'm a music artist, like, so like anybody wants features, anybody wants shit like that, just understand that it's a whole process and shit. Like you gotta real talk, like come to me with like something, some type of substance or some type of some type of direction or artistry in your music. And I'm not trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm just a fucking painting pictures and shit, all kinds of crazy and shit like that, but like I don't want to just do collabs and shit like that just for no reason, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I have like a certain direction on what I want to do with my music, and
yeah,
a lot of people hit me up for like collabs and to do stuff, but it's hard for me to fit into certain genres with people, you know what I mean?
Also,
like,
too, in reality, not only that, it's just like, what you've put out, what you can bring to the table.
Yeah.
We all have lives, you have kids.
Yeah.
We all have full-time schedules and shit. And if you're going to be hit up for some bullshit, it's just like, all right, come at me, with, like you said, like, some substance.
Yeah, not only that too, but just like the whole, like, I feel like just as being a Mexican American, or like having tattoos and being like of the food community in a sense, you know what I mean? Just being a fool, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's already that stereotype that I'm like I'm a Cholo Chicano type rapper, and like
Mexican American.
You know what I mean? So it's like fools already like don't give me the time to like really listen to my music. They might hear one song or like hear hear me like do something, and they want to like work with me and shit. But it's like I want to be able to work with certain people and shit. So it's not like I'm trying to be like, oh, like blow smoke on my ass or nothing like that. It's just like I want to be able to create with like with substance and shit.
Yeah.
Be able to like if fools like. I like that though, because like I like fools who I want to be able to motivate them to create that substance. To be like, hey, fool, like, okay, I see what you're doing, but like, let's create a song about this and shit. Because like the shit that I talk about is like some crazy ass shit. Like the homie just said right now, real life, that song. Like I'm literally in that song talking about like me fighting my smoking fucking issue. You know what I mean? Which at the end of the day, fool, I fucking started smoking again. And I realized recently that it's been like more of a bad thing than a good thing, fool. Like it's legit. I feel like fucking sleepy, dog. I'm just like fucking irritable, just trying to on edge and shit.
Yeah.
But I was cool though when I didn't smoke. So now like I was like, okay, hold on. It's just like a cycle now. You know what I mean? Start smoking again. You start feeling the same way, and then you're like, fuck, what am I doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like that's part of my music. You know what I mean? It's, like I said, like addiction is real, fool. Like that shit'll have you fucking going through a lot of shit, no matter what you're addicted to or whatever takes you out of your comfort zone and shit like that.
Yeah.
Where you're able to escape and shit. Some people get lost in crazy shit. Fool, like they'll be talking about like piss on me, like some weird ass shit like that.
Yeah. It's a regular Tuesday afternoon for me. I know exactly what you're talking about. We see it all the time for fucking. mental illness and fucking drug abuse is real in the
It
field,
is. I
man.
brought you something, dog.
Oh
I
hell
had to bring
yeah!
him this right here. Oh shit, my bad.
Hell
I had to bring him this. This is for the studio. Right
Oh,
here.
big time.
This is for you. This is just for
You
you.
can't do.
You
Yo,
can do-
you
you
can
can
do
do
better.
better, yeah,
Hell
you
yeah!
can.
First edition. No, actually, this what you can't. Nothing will stick to it. So I'll find
Yeah,
something to
wherever
stick
you
it
want
on.
to put it, there you go.
I'll get
But
some
yeah.
paper and shit. Put it on. Hell yeah! Good looking
In
out.
the mirror.
I think I just came up on. I don't know if one of you guys shared it, but on. I think it was like a Facebook memory when you guys did a performance a long time ago. I think you were DJing.
If I wouldn't call it DJing, if anything, I was going to make sure the tracks were going smoothly.
Oh, okay, that was a minute ago. Huh?
Dang, fuck, shit. If
Those
you have
are
that shit,
old.
send it to me, though.
I might still have
You
it
should
too.
because I think it came up on your shit.
I might still have it. Yeah, it was one of the, man, I don't even remember what year. I don't even want to try to remember what year. It had to have been like close to 2008, 2009.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. That was when we first jumped into the Bakersfield music scene. That's when I was
Yeah.
saying on the last pod, like, I didn't even know that shit exists. And we're
Yeah.
just getting thrown on shows locally that we never knew were out there and getting
I've
the
seen you.
opportunity.
Yeah, you definitely introduced me to a few people from your music from Bakersfield that I had never heard of before.
Oh, okay.
That I think it was Schizo.
Oh, Young Schizo? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope ass engineer,
Yeah, I heard him on your stuff.
dope ass rapper.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Schizo. Shout out to Schizo. Yeah, like I said, that whole fucking, it's all been like a journey and shit. Like meeting that whole, I was like the first time I was getting sober and shit, and I was in Delano, and I was just like, fuck, like, I needed anybody to do like quick, like in a sense, like the studio returns and shit.
Okay.
Where, like, you could record and get it done in the same day.
Yeah.
But like, with doing it for free, like in a sense, you know what I mean? I needed someone to like love the music like that, where they're sitting there making music, you know what I mean? So I found the homie. I was like, hey, he's like, I'm just making music out there. You want to come through? I was like, fuck it, let's go. You know what I mean? Let's go. And I went over there, fucking, that fool fucking tried to kill me the first day I seen him. And then we're best friends ever since.
Yeah.
No,
Sometimes it takes it. That's what it takes.
No, yeah, he shoved something up inside.
Yeah.
No, but fucking. No, yeah, we just started making music. Fool found love, fool, with just making the music of the process. You know, had a lot of crazy nights, fool. Fucking, you know what I mean? A lot of crazy nights with that fool. Just, you know, I'm not gonna do that to the homie and bring up the shit that we did. But yeah, you know what I mean. So we had some good times. You know what I mean in the studio, and then like at that time too, fool, like, yeah, Schizo was like part of the growing process too, cause like. Fuck, I never did a music video at all, and this was like, let's do some music videos.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? Like, fuck, okay, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He paid for a lot of the shit already,
shit.
and like was down to do like half the prices and shit. You know what I mean? And like I was like, fuck it, let's do it. So like we did some crazy ass videos. We did a matchmaker. We fucking I made a body full. I made a body out of like you know, like a Halloween body and shit.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Wrapped it up in plastic and shit. Then we walked it all the way down to the river by Kern River and shit.
Yeah.
By the Hart Park and shit. We made a casket. Yeah. We made a
I
casket.
can only
and shit.
imagine what people were
The
saying.
homie
Look at
made
this
a
fool.
casket, like a legit casket. He designed it, made it everything, painted it black and shit, and then we walked with all this shit out there to the river. The park rangers, the sheriffs, the helicopter, all this
God
shit.
damn.
Went down there, was tripping on his foot.
Yeah.
I had to like put my arm inside of the body of the thing to prove that it was fake and pull the shit out. You know what I mean?
Got
Like,
fucking puppet.
It's just paper.
it's just paper.
Turn into a puppet. Just fucking
I was like, fuck, man. Like,
elbow deep in that fucking dummy.
luckily, fool, they didn't trip. Fool, they were like, okay, fine. Like, technically, you guys shouldn't do this without a permit, but
Yeah.
just fucking, just try and just don't make a mess. And
Yeah.
they let us do that shit. And shout out to Schizo. Fool.
That's
We did-
crazy.
Every single video we did, fool, the cops were there, dog. I think the only one that we got away with was murder, which is in this was backyard.
Got
and
away
shit.
with murder. Yeah, that was,
Yeah, we did, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. We lit some shit on fire in the backyard and shit. Like,
that was a dope ass video.
yeah, we do some crazy shit when it comes to our videos. Fool. We do that on purpose and shit. Like even
Yeah.
me too. Like Loaded was the one that I like kind of co-directed and shit. Like I like to be like
Yeah.
visuals to me are like a whole art in itself. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Storyboard that
100%.
shit.
yeah. Like I can see that shit in my brain and shit, and I want to.
Yeah.
I want to bring that shit to life. So
Yeah, making videos and all that stuff and the process behind that, that's a whole beast in
to make it
itself.
fucking horny, dog. Shout out to all the videographers out there, fool.
For real.
Doing your thing and shit. Ziggy Banks, you stole me a fucking video now. Now we're gonna get one in. Shout out to Ziggy Banks and shit. Fucking, he shot a video for me, and this was backyard too. It's funny. I had my son
Backyard studio.
My backyard didn't look that pretty, so I kind of had that.
It had
nice aesthetic feel.
Yeah, I was in the studio and shit, and yeah, that shit was dope as fuck.
No more shots back then. Now you're over there doing yard work and shit.
Was that the one with Max? Yes.
Yeah,
I forgot
yeah.
you did 2 videos at my house.
I had this clean ass scene full where shout out to Ziggy Banks for thinking of this shit. Therefore, had the thing where like the camera went from like me, and then it went to my son. So it looked like, or it went from my son to me. So it looked like as if like it was like a transition, like an age transition and shit.
Yeah.
Where like 5 years or like 10 years passed by and shit.
Oh, okay.
20 years passed by. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean? Like years later, and that shit was cool.
That was a dope
That's a
ass
burning
video.
burning years and
That's
shit.
a dope ass video.
Out in the shadows. That's what I'm saying. So like I got a lot of shit out there already. It's just now with doing my content, like learning the digital marketing.
Yeah.
That was the whole point. It was like getting all my shit at least out there to where now if anybody sees it, now it just takes for me to just get that shit to literally overnight, wake up the next day and that shit's already
Start resharing and start bringing out the files.
Yeah, so it's one of those things for sure.
Release the files, bro.
Release them.
Release the files.
Release the files.
Dude, I see my.
I think we had kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. You did talk about a creative process, but do you have a specific creative process? If you did have to say like.
Get stoned as fuck.
I used to have to smoke spice and rub one out, but
Spice?
yeah.
So I had a little cousin went to the hospital for spice one time. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
what the fuck is that shit?
Nah, I don't know what
Some synthetic weed.
Yeah, when that shit first came out, like people were like, "Yeah, this is way much better option than smoking marijuana." Like, and it was like, "No, this is." It was like, no, it wasn't. No, it was not.
Fucking.
Nah,
I never
but
fucked
yeah.
with that.
Nah, but
Spice.
for real though, it was drugs and drinking and shit like that. For it legit was like at first, I started doing my poetry whenever I was a kid and shit, and you get that hungry, and then you're sitting there with your thoughts and you're sitting there going through this shit, and then you realize, oh fuck. Now you're getting older and you start dabbling with other shit, and as you're drinking, you're like, oh shit, this shit's way fucking better now. You know what I mean? Now you're fucking writing in a notepad, drunk as fuck. I would be in the garage for to sit in there and
I'm a
drink.
goddamn poet.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Fucking
I was
Shakespeare.
spun out and shit. And then like, you know what I mean? And then afterwards, through my life and shit, didn't become any of that. So like, my music and shit, like, it was more or less like the process of it slowly became like nothing, where it would legit just be shit that just came to me. Like I
It's like
legit don't
automatic.
have a fucking process. I just know that okay, right now in a little bit I'm gonna be writing some lyrics down. Like that's legit. Like I'll just put that thought into my head.
That's how it is nowadays.
Yeah, nowadays now it's legit. I just say okay, right now I'm turning on fucking lyric maker.
Lyric mode.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then my brain just said, okay, cool. Like, this shit starts turning. And I could be doing anything and, like, going about my day or whatever. And then I'll write it down. Or I start building on it. So, like, I'll think of a bar and then, okay, then I think of 2 bars. And next thing I got 3 bars. I got 4 bars. And next thing you know, I have the whole lyric, the whole 16 bars remembered in my head.
Yeah.
And then I might write it down. You know what I mean? But mostly now, I just basically get the bars lined up and clean up in my brain, and then I'll be able to go to the studio, and then I have the whole shit memorized in my brain by the time he presses record and shit, and I don't even need a paper or nothing. I'm just
That's fucking crazy.
rapping at least one song, but it takes me a minute to build that song, so that's what I'm saying. It's like a process where like.
Is that something that you've done before, where you can put a whole song loaded up in your brain and then spit it and not write it down?
Nah, honestly, no. I would always have a piece of paper on me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It
Just
would be
kinda
the same
touch 'em up.
process, but like writing on the paper. Okay, these 4 bars. Okay, cool. Write these 4 bars. Next, okay, now I got to get another 4 bars.
Yeah.
And then write those down. But it just works to the point now where like, as long like I could sit there and do it like right now if we had a studio, I could do it right now.
Yeah.
But it's like it's not gonna come out like as I want.
No, I feel what you're
It's always
saying.
gonna be like
Because by the time you got to the studio, it's like it would be polished already.
yeah, it's just already ready to go. Like I'm
Yeah.
already fucking been practicing this shit that's why I don't listen to music, because I'm usually just spitting what I'm working on.
Yeah.
Like whatever verse or that Bone Thugs verse and shit. Like sometimes I'll sit and repeat older songs Cause then when I perform, then I'll be able to be ready.
Yeah.
To be polished and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's
That's
like,
dedication too, man.
no, yeah, for
That's dedication for sure.
This shit goes deep for like if anybody's out there like just like you're doing the studio shit and like this podcast, like that's just badass. You got that shit made, huh?
Emilio, shout out to the homie.
Yeah, see, like you're walking, you're not talking about it, you're doing this
Yeah,
shit.
we
You know
gotta
what I
do
mean?
it, bro.
And like that's the same shit with music or there's anything for like that's why like for me like there's certain negative and positive things about things in your life like your phone could be a positive and a negative. Like your phone, if you're sitting on your phone not doing shit with your phone, and you know what I mean. Like you could be looking up shit that's gonna motivate you. That's better than looking up shit that's gonna suppress you and
Yeah.
fucking get you all fucking
just doom scrolling all fucking
yeah,
day.
fucking with your dopamine hits. You're fucking stuff looking at nalgas.
I feel like I'm like halfway. I'm like halfway there. It's like every other post is a fucking nalga here, or fucking some motivational shit there, some fucking,
bitches jumping up and down. And shit.
like, all right.
David Goggins and then Naga.
Yeah. Would you ever sign to a label if the offer was presented?
It would depend which one. Like if it's something with the creator that like I fuck with, like Strange Music or like
What if it was somebody big, like fucking
American.
Sony Aftermath or some shit?
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I
You'd have to
mean,
get lawyers involved for sure.
yeah, it would be one of those things where it'd be. I'd have to see because you don't really get signed or get that opportunity unless you already have something to stand on your own most of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't get those offers unless like you already have a
Already kind of popping.
yeah,
Especially nowadays.
you already have a comfortable like base like a fan base and shit like that. And like for me, I have more of a fan base for my content than I do my music
Yeah.
right now. You know what I'm saying? Which
Yeah.
is kind of my fumbling when it comes to my digital marketing. You know what I mean? But it's all working out as it is. Like for me, it's one of those things where like people know me more for my content than they do my music.
Mm-hmm.
But my whole reason why I even started the content was to promote my music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like yeah, it's just the irony and the funny part about it and shit.
I know we've talked about it a lot so far. Kind of touched base on it a lot. Well, what kind of influences the Menace has been to you?
This fool?
Yeah.
Well, I already told you, but like I said, my big brother, dog. Like, and life was always that like you like I'm the oldest out of all my siblings and
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? So, growing up, when you're the oldest, you always want somebody to call you little bro.
Yeah.
You're not.
You don't get that little bro.
Yeah, you don't get that little bro energy and shit. So, straight out the gate, it was like that. And then plus having our music, like together and shit, like making it mesh together with his sound and my lyrics and shit. And
Something you could bond over and brought you guys together a
yeah,
little
you know
closer.
what I mean? Yeah, so it was always like a trip. And then, of course, like growing up and then seeing, you know what I mean? He was growing up too. And then how music like kept us in a sense like tied together and shit when it comes
Yeah.
to like the creating process and shit, going to the studio, seeing this fool would be fucking busting his ass trying to learn all this shit like with Pro Tools and like being an engineer and seeing the love that he had for it and how he wanted shit to be fucking like his word for it was fucking undeniable and shit. Like that shit had to be like crispy, clean, and all the way there. You know what I mean? So like taking that and then putting it towards my music. Like, and you know what I mean? That's kind of was my energy towards that. So it was like, for sure, like that's I could say that my influence would have to do with that part about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this was always been very meticulous in whatever we did, and even if it wasn't, I think that was kind of the difference of the homies that are still around to compare to the foods that we grew up with. Was at least for me, it was. All the shit that we did growing up was cool. We all fell into the streets and whatever we were doing and getting into trouble. But like this fool Emilio and Scoob, like we all kind of wanted a little more, or at least we could have like a somewhat educated conversation about life, or about anything. It wasn't just the same old like we're stuck in a hole and it's just. On some loser shit, like they were, like we don't fucking have a drive for anything else other than being stuck in the same cycle, which we see, unfortunately a lot of foods do get stuck in, and even people that we grew up with are around. So I think, shout out to all these motherfuckers.
Hell yeah.
of the Menace
The
team.
squad.
Oh yeah, definitely. Bro. That's
Sure,
like
for
that,
sure.
That's what it was like from with the music. It played a big part in that. You know what I mean? And like having the opportunity to go make that song Not Right, the first song that this was talking about in the beginning. Like I had to go pay money out of my pocket to go to that studio, and I made a beat, and I was like, fuck, I fell in love with that feeling of like, damn, like there's money in this shit. Like just being in that big ass studio was
Yeah.
like the ceilings like all the way up, full, and like the studio's right here, and like the mixing engineers like all the way on the other side of the room and shit.
Yeah.
You got like the whole room is a fucking recording or a
Yeah.
booth. You know what I
Are they
mean?
behind glass?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Selena, and they're just
I was singing my heart out, fool.
every night when I...
Yeah, no, I did like a scream in there, fool, where the scream was like a background thing, and I scream like a little bitch.
They're just fucking having fun in that mother.
Yeah, I was,
That's the important part of whatever you're doing too, is just having fun with it. You know, that's what really got me into this shit. So I definitely feel it. You know, just being able to have fun and while you're creating, while you do what you love, you know, just having fun with it.
yeah,
Hell yeah, that's tight.
like the music and shit, like, cause, like I know you guys were like all grew up together and shit, but this would like turn the whole shit into like when he added it to his music, his name. And then it took a whole nother spin to it now, because like now it's like, oh shit, like this shit's a music label now. You know what I mean? And,
All
like,
of this fool's music still drops. If you look at it, still says Menace style.
yeah, so like in my mind, I'm like, okay, like this is like a whole different game. You know what I mean? So like having Print and having Jay in the beginning, like that shows like a crazy ass like team to have on. Like they have songs with Cousin Feek and shit.
Oh, that almost
You know?
tight.
Like so, like just hearing that shit go together and just seeing like my mind and shit is thinking about like some crazy Empire fucking music label type shit where we're like owning all kinds of music like
Yeah.
catalog and shit, and then we're getting our shit fucking like published in movies and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like my mind still hasn't stopped dreaming like that. Right? So it's like
Yeah, it's
like
important to keep dreaming like that. You know.
no, like and it's like one of those things where you don't think about it like not happening. Like it's gonna happen. Like, you know what I mean?
We're about to take these fucking these tabs of acid that you provided. We're gonna meet every god that's ever existed. So, how long have you been sober for? You wanna touch base on your sobriety.
It's only been like a week now.
Technically, you're what people call California sober.
California sober, fool, but like a week ago, fool, I was like all the way sober. So like, yeah, I stopped smoking for like a month and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was like all the way sober for like
All the way sober. Nothing.
Nothing, fool.
No mind altering.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Didn't play with my pepino. Nothing,
Just
fool.
no pepino smacks.
No pepino smacks.
Shit.
Nothing, fool. Just
Caffeine.
no massage parlor visits.
Yeah.
Nothing, fool. It's fucking raw dog.
Raw dog in life.
God damn.
And so like now that I like so I say about a week I was like sober.
This is California sober. I never heard of that.
I recently heard that term, so I guess it's
Yeah, no, that is what they like going out there and shit. Because I went
Yeah.
to Texas and shit, and I was like trying to explain to was that like out there like I'm sober. Like, what do you mean you're sober? But you smoke trees and shit.
Yeah.
It's like California sober. Like, I don't drink and shit, but 5 years, like I say, I've been sober from
alcohol
alcohol, yeah,
we're gonna start-
and other now
and other stuff,
and other shit.
other paraphernalia.
Yeah.
We're gonna celebrate your sobriety with the fucking keg stand.
Show them my
That's
ass.
tight, bro. That's commendable, bro. Being sober is
No, yeah.
is good, man.
Shit can get crazy, but we do that beer cake.
Little keg stand.
Rectally. No.
Ass right here. Just you want to hold the cheek and I'll hold the pump.
No, the wildest shit that I did with a beer bong one time was I drank a whole bunch of Monster.
I remember that.
Monster.
This fool drank like 2 Monsters in a beer bong
Fuck.
in my house, in my bathtub.
Yeah, well, I was on the sick one.
This
Bro.
fool just-
I was trying to stop drinking. But my
Yeah.
thoughts like, okay, let's get fucked up on an energy drink. And,
So you started punching walls.
yeah,
Just started
We
fucking.
turned green and everything.
Started kyling
that was on
out.
other nights for sure. No.
The inner Kyle came out and just fucking started punching walls.
I remember that.
That's crazy. What
But yeah,
So 5 years alcohol, another paraphernalia.
Yeah, it's all in my music too. That's the funny part about it. Is like, I could be so nonchalant, but yeah, you put on one of my songs and then like all my shit's
Well,
out
it's
there.
crazy though, because you got a song that I think is one of the dopest ones that we worked on a long time ago called "Intoxicated," and then
Hey, that sounds
recently,
fucking sick.
and recently,
That's probably one of my favorite songs.
we got another song
That's
that's
a
more
badass.
recently that we both worked on called "Sober." Isn't it sober?
Yeah, sober.
Yeah.
So you got intoxicated, you got sober. So that's the span of his.
Sober October.
It's funny, I never thought about it like that. That's for real.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier because I was like, I remembered that I really fuck with that song heavy, and that one was slapper, nasty beat on there.
That beat is super
And then I was like,
That's
I was thinking about it too, especially me trying to like, just thinking about what we're gonna, chop it up about. And I was like, I've been sober, no more intoxicated. And then I was looking at your catalog, your YouTube catalog, and I did come across that song. I was like, oh shit, that's tight. What did it take to get sober? What was like rock bottom? What was?
I was like the shout out to the fools in Texas too. Like that's one question that I had to get comfortable asking, or like understanding what to answer. And it's funny because like I was like, "What made you stop drinking?" I was like, when I didn't know how to stop drinking. That's what made me stop drinking. Is that when I realized I didn't know how to stop drinking. So I was like, okay, like. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's
like,
an intriguing
Yeah.
answer. Yeah, I feel it.
So like, once you start drinking, like some people could drink, take a shot, I can't do that. I don't do that. You know what I mean?
Just spiral to a bender for a few days.
Yeah, and I'm on some other shit.
Yeah. For sure. So it took a pattern. There was a pattern there that you recognized, and you were like, "All right, this is too much." For sure. So you were at least able to recognize that in order to turn the page to be sober. But was there an event that you were like, "Oh shit!" Like fucking.
Too many to name for
Like that. Was there one that like broke the camel's back? Like
it
where it was like, "All right, I think."
Like honestly, the worst shit out there that I could say that I ever did for, and like I don't even want to say that I did it because it's like I don't want to feel like I'm doing some fucked up shit. But like, let's just say for instance, if there was somebody out there who was under the influence as they were driving around and they just so happened to like accidentally hit like a moving car and just drive away. Do something bad like that and like, oh shit, like you're just leaned out in the car, you hit somebody on accident. You don't even know, they don't even know, they just took off, you took off, and next thing you know, you're in the middle of the traffic, and middle of the crossway and shit, and you're just like, oh fuck, what's going on? So you just start driving again, because you're just leaned out, fool. You're just like, leaned the fuck out. You're just driving, oh shit, bumper check somebody else.
Yeah.
Fucking leaned out. Oh shit. They don't get out of the car. They're just like waving like what the fuck.
Yeah, just bumper carring all over town.
Just, you know what I mean? And being on fucking fentanyl, fool. Like that shit was like, oh bad, fool. Popping Xanax that I was like, fuck it, okay, fuck it, it's fake. Like, okay, who cares? You know what I mean? Like it was at the point where it was like, fuck, like why am I doing this shit? Like, that was like the darkest, the one of the biggest, darkest things that I've ever done was like go down that road where the drinking became that. Like as soon as like I would reach a certain point, like fuck, like okay, drinking's not doing shit now. Now I gotta do something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then doing other drugs and like fucking like getting the bag and doing the whole fucking bag, and to the point where you're like, fuck, I gotta get another bag.
Yeah.
And then you go get another bag, and now you fucking realize you're killing yourself, and you can probably die at any fucking moment. And now you got a whole bag, and you're just like, fuck, should I throw this shit away? And now you have to throw it away and you flush it down the toilet just to save your own fucking life.
Yeah.
And then you fucking wake up the next day fucking pissed off, and then you go do it again.
Yeah. The plug, just blowing the plug up all night.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like all these circumstances and events, and like one thing led to another. And then the drinking part too, where it's like I can't even function. Like that's what I'm learning about trees now. It's like once you reach a certain comfortability with something, you depend on it so much. Like one thing for sure is coffee. Like now as a fucking old ass man, you know what I mean? Like
I'm there with you.
Yeah, I have to have my caffeine in the morning time, or I get all irritable and shit like that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So it's like, you know what I mean? Those certain substances. So it's like that's what it was drinking was one of those things where like I had to, once I got off of work, food, like I wouldn't go home. I was going straight to the store and getting a 3-pack and cracking the 3-pack. Yeah. Actually getting a 3-pack and one on the side, drinking the one on the side before I even get home, and then starting drinking the 3-pack. Like, and that's a daily. That's like every single day. Fucking. You know what I mean? So it was like
might even double back for another one after the 4-pack.
Go back to the night, go get another one or whatever. And it's like, yeah, just seeing that shit happen over and over again, and like fucking just being like, fuck that shit. Like I'm tired of repeating this part about it. That was the same thing like with other things too. You know what I mean in life, that like you just eventually you just gotta just get tired of it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what made me get sober. Was like I just got tired of doing the loop and repeating over and over again. That's why like other things in life right now, it's what I'm still doing. You know, it doesn't ever stop and shit. You know.
Yeah, especially when something that's just really detrimental to your health and to your just mental and to everything. You know. But yeah, it's very commendable getting sober. You know what I mean? Because some foods take a lot. Getting sober, staying sober.
I'd have to pray to Adam Ivy, fool. The whole digital marketing shit, like the shit all plays together in one big ass thing, fool.
Yeah.
Because like when you learn to do something, you do it from a place that you don't create from your own person, from your body. You actually are like giving yourself to something higher than your own self. You have to find spiritual peace in order to manifest great things in your life.
Yeah.
Or else they're not gonna happen. You're gonna keep hitting brick walls. You're gonna keep running into yourself. You're gonna keep stumbling and falling over your own fucking huevos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna fall and trip over your own pepino.
Yeah.
And you're gonna land in who knows what.
I'm not that blessed. Huh?
You know what I mean? Yeah, but you know, pick it up, fool. It's on the floor. It's been dragging the whole time. No, but fucking. So like, you know what I mean? But seriously though, seriously though, fool. Like it's like you gotta just go for it, fool. You know what I mean?
Is there any specific story that you can tell, like of just a fucking one wicked ass story on a sick vendor? Or one that you could chime in on?
I probably have more of this food sick ass stories than anything.
Honestly, fool, it's nothing that I can gloat about like that because a lot of shit's fucked up.
Nothing that's gonna get you in trouble.
Nothing. The trouble part is just like my character and shit. Like nothing I can say that the most fucked up shit that I can say that is a positive thing. I guess you can say is that like I avoided so much bullshit, fool, by just being a fucking level, dog. You know what I mean? Just being a fucking lame fool has gotten me out of so much trouble. You know what I mean? And just by just sticking to a different script, you know, and just trying to live life by a different lane and shit. Like you don't always have to be the cool one. You don't always have to be you don't always have to be the downest fool in the room, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be the downest fool and shit, and it's like sometimes you can just rank it, you know. It's okay, just rank it.
Rank it.
Just rank it.
Just
rank Save your life. Just rank it.
Yeah.
It's cool. You know what I mean? A lot of shit.
It's upside down Nike's logo. Just rank it.
Just don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. Just try to. A lot of shit. You know, if I would have made better choices in my life, I'd be a lot more, you know, if I would have ranked it a lot more times, I would be, you know, if I would have ranked it on myself, especially, fuck, like, you know, it's been one of those things.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah, just rank it for, like, that's the one thing I can say, for sure.
You guys ever touch pepinos while you're fucking drunk?
I never got that drunk.
Yeah.
It's like, I got him way.
It's crazy because I got pictures and videos back in the day when this food, like, I remember.
Whoa! What are we talking about here, buddy?
That's a nice segue.
No, it's crazy though. It sounds even worse. What sounds even worse is I have pictures of this fool fucking taped up to a chair.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but I got pictures of you fucking passed out drunk and we taped you up to a chair. Taped you up to a chair, legs and feet. And this would try to stand up, not realizing he was taped up.
You gotta fuck me up.
Stumble all over the place.
I'll PTSD.
Pop the picture up right here.
No, but
I got it too, though. It's crazy.
That dream actually makes sense now that I get it.
And then, like,
a bunch of men were standing around me while I was taped up to a chair.
It was like Roach and Day Day.
That wasn't a dream.
Like Roach and Day Day when
my
they go.
My ass was hurting the next day for some reason.
You get put in a sleeper hole, you're waking up, your ass will hurt. This little Frank, I remember that was another picture I got. Both these foods.
That's how to join the record label. That's how to join the record label and shit.
That was the initiation process.
Yeah.
How bad do you want it?
Industry got me.
That was the menace.
How bad do you want it?
I'm about to start having blonde hair and shit.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Take a trip down sobriety lane, but yeah. This was the Illuminati right here. Release the files.
You're in.
Yeah, man. Well,
Yeah, but I was taking to the chair and shit. I was taking to the chair. Crazy nice fool, like I said, fool. Fucking, nah. But they like I do this all for educational purpose. At the end of the day, I say a lot of shit because like I want people to know that like it's okay to be like totally fucked up in your life and then try to change. You know what I mean? You don't have to keep crashing out just because you're just known as a crash out. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like you could chill. You could chill the fuck out.
time to-
Yeah, you know, you could hang it up and shit. You know what I mean? Because like that's what I was, and like I just didn't want to stop. I just wanted to fucking black out every day. Like that was my goal. You know? And like do stupid shit whenever I could. Like fuck it, why not? Like fuck it, why not? But at some point, I feel like you gotta just chill. You gotta just let shit be as it is. Kind of walk away and not even give it to yourself. Like your worst enemy is gonna be yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta be fucking happy with yourself. If not, then you know you're gonna keep going through the same old bullshit, dog. So
Yeah.
but yeah, fucking stuck, dog.
That's right, bro. Well, congratulations on 5 years and keep pushing, bro. Keep doing that damn thing.
Stopped playing with Pepino in June of last year.
You stopped playing with your Pepino of June last year?
June of last year, dog.
My shit's a cucumber right now. I'm not even a Pepino, bro. My shit's a fucking.
It's a chiquito pepino.
It's one of those little fucking. The ones that come with the sandwich on the side, little baby. So check it out on my OnlyFans on the fucking Patreon page.
I got one of those too, fool. I got an OnlyFans.
OnlyFans?
I'm waiting until I get a certain amount of subscribers and then it's a pepino review.
Pepino reveal. I want to see a cornhole reveal.
Oh shit.
It's like interview over.
No.
Hell yeah. Well, that's a pretty good segue into the fucking social media
There
realm.
you go.
So, man, you fucking doing the goddamn thing on fucking social media. I'll be watching and scrolling, and then it's to the point where other foods are all using your audio and shit. That's just crazy. So
Fuck those foods, nah. I'm just kidding. Not all those foods. Some of them are cool.
yeah, some of them are funny, but I mean, if they're trying not to like bite too, hard and
Yeah.
shit. But how did that take a turn or take us down that avenue or?
Yeah, full fucking just freestyling on Instagram. My first full that show was just like I was on drugs. For a lot of the good videos that I dropped were I was pretty spun out. No, I'm just kidding. Like they're not saying the good videos, but nah, like I was really in a dark place, dog. Like, and it was just those things that gave me like an outlet and shit. Where I felt like I was doing something, even if I wasn't doing nothing. I felt like I was doing something, you know. So I was like really just stuck in the moment where I was like, okay, let me just drop all these videos and keep going, and like at first I knew hashtags were like important and shit, but I really didn't know what the fuck to do with them, you know. So I would just try to just
Hashtag.
you know what I mean, do what I could, and I gained a lot of exposure on Instagram that way, and then eventually, me and this fool, Mr. Antix The Menace and shit, this was always, you know what I mean, trying to get his shit to level up and shit, like since the beginning and shit. So like just like anything else, this fool fucking we got in touch with Adam Ivy and doing like a digital marketing class and shit.
Okay.
And then like once that happened, you know, we learned what we learned from it. And then like I said, the most good thing that it brought from us was like the piece of understanding like who we are and shit and what we're doing. Like I started dropping the memes and like clipping different things and making little voiceovers and shit like that. Then I started doing like the face content, the voiceovers over the phone and shit like that. And it was just like all I had to do at the end of the day was just bringing people to my music and shit like that. But it kind of took a different turn and shit. And like I realized, okay, like my brand and shit like is the saddest fool. And like I started realizing what I was doing when it comes to being sober and when it comes to like, you know, fighting certain demons and shit, like, you know what I mean, like fucking porn addiction, from fucking midget torta addiction, you know, being a stripper addiction, like all kinds of crazy shit, you know, like people just being addicted to lots of different shit, fucking coffee addiction, cookie addiction, multi addiction, you know, anything, just addiction in general. Like I just thought of this idea, okay, like let me just shine light on this, like in a comedic way, in a relatable way, and then it came down to like just me talking shit, like in a sense where people were paying for me to like talk shit to their homies. You know what I mean? And like I had to do it in a way where it was like I was trying to motivate them though, rather than like talk like total shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where like they would think about it as not such shaming and like bullying and shit. You know?
Yeah.
So like I was just like fuck it, let's just do it. You know? I didn't really want to do it, but it just like enough people asked me to do it. So eventually, like
I'll talk
I was
shit
like,
to
fuck
it.
it, yeah, you guys gonna pay me to do it, and let's do it. You know?
I'll call your boss. Hey, fuck you, I quit.
Yeah, so that shit was crazy as fucking. Yeah, I think that's when it took the biggest turn when people started asking me to do the requests and shit.
How long ago was that when you felt like, all right, this shit's starting
like
to...
2025 maybe.
Let's say about a year ago.
Yeah,
That's when I
a year
started
ago.
noticing going like 1,000 followers, if not more, per month. That shit was nuts.
What was the first video that you were just like, God damn, this shit went crazy viral?
It was a go to sleep for one, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
so. Like when I say like that's like what I started building off my brand off of and shit. Go to sleep.
I was gonna ask about that's your brand right there.
Yeah,
That's your
right
merch.
here. Yeah, this is it.
That's
You know
just
what I
clean.
mean? This is one of them right here. This is a you know what I mean? The background is not the same as the other ones, but the ones are on the website and shit. And so it's like I thought about the idea of like having certain like awareness for certain things and shit. So if you go on the website, there's actually like a description where like this one has like a name and this one has like certain like funny ass little things that I wrote in there about this type of shit. You know what I mean?
Well, like what?
Like being spun out and shit and being
Okay.
on drugs and shit.
Yeah.
It was on a sick one and shit. You know?
Yeah.
So like it just kind of like awareness, trying to like bring humility towards like a dark
Like a dark subject or like a
subject,
topic.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean, like a touchy subject and shit. I do that to all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
I have a fucking fool with a balloon. You know what I mean? Like just all fucking
nozzed
all
out.
tripped out. And I got a
Fill up my balloon.
no, I got a fucking yacked out fucking parakeet and shit.
Yeah.
That was all fucked up, and like I got all kinds of different shit for different fucking substances and shit.
And this is all like shirts and different kind of merch.
different all kinds of shit.
Shout out, bro. What's the name of the? What's the name of the website?
Foodcollective.com and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Up there and there's a badass pillow up there that has the design of the pepino. You can do better and shit. So all kinds of random ass shit. You know what I mean? So I just go that lane. You know what I mean? And then like the custom videos, and then fucking honestly just being myself. Well, that's kind of what it's the fun is about. Is like people will like what I post because I like post kind of like a lot of, not really about myself, but I'll share myself along with the content that I do and shit. You know,
And it's
what I
all
mean?
relatable.
Yeah, you know what I mean. A lot of my shit's just like slapstick funny, like just trying to be fucking stupid. Like I'll just be stupid on some bullshit. But then it's like also too like I understand a lot of fools are just fools, you know what I mean? A lot of fools like talk shit to each other, and like
100%.
I just talk shit through me. They use me as a tool to talk shit to each other. You know what I mean? So like
That's just fucking hilarious.
yeah, bro.
This video fool, you're a bitch.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you're just like, I'm just a messenger.
Yeah.
But you're a fucking piece of shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, shout out to the fools in Texas because like that's how like I got a cool little meet and greet with some of the homies down there that fuck with me. Like
Yeah.
it was one fool like I send my shit to all my homies and they all like end up being like oh shit like they fuck with me and they end up sending their shit to other people and like that shit's bad as fuck, you know what I mean? So
That's
it's
tight.
like
Celebrity.
that
Just a quick
the
backtrack,
shit.
quick second on the clothing and the merch and stuff.
Yeah.
If you ever need a plus size model, shit, let me know.
hell yeah.
Shit. I'll throw on a fucking 1X little crop top. Hell yeah.
I've seen that spandex for you.
These are my stretchy pants.
Just too real on the side. It's gonna.
Hell yeah, that'd be sick. And go to sleep for on the side. Too real on the ass.
Yeah.
Like those juicy shows.
Put you to sleep.
Have you done any collabs with any other creators?
Fuck no, dog.
No. Like fuck everybody.
Fuck every no. Honestly, fool, it's not a lane that I've really ventured off into.
Have a lot of people hit you up to do collabs like other creators?
I wouldn't say like exactly, like my shit's so fucking fucked off. Fool. My content is so fucking edgy that like a lot of fools like don't really want to fuck with it a lot of the times when it comes to like mixing the audiences. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like that's the kind of a part that I can say that that's when it comes to collaborations. A lot of my shit too is like a lot of people would, but they're out of town though.
Is there anybody that you would want to collab with or that you reached out to?
Shit. Not really. I mean, my shit's the way I can't really see my direction going in any other way than like
Just solo dolo.
then no, not really. Like I could say like on some other shit though. Like I can see my shit going where it's like I have to be where there's certain like audiences and shit. You know what I mean? So like I haven't really thought about where my audience really is right now. There's certain people look at my stuff because it's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
And there's certain people look at my shit because it's like motivating.
Yeah.
There's certain people look at my shit because like the soberness, and some people look at shit because of like all kinds of other different different shit. So I kind of don't even know where to really go. Where I'm going, I'm just honestly like I did this shit 30% of my whole day. You know what I mean? Like my energy wise, like that's how I feel about it. Cause like obviously what I mean, we all live our adult fucking zombie ass lives.
Your day to day,
you know what I mean?
Playing the rat race.
No, yeah, for real. So, fucking, I just kind of just started, once it started taking off, now like I'm able to see where it's going. A lot of my shit where I'm getting lots of attention from is like mental health people, like that really like fuck with my shit a lot. Like just like deep talk and like people like to have the deep talks about like certain shit that they've gone through in their life and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I could see myself heading in that direction.
Yeah.
Like being like a counselor of some sort,
A little mental health advocate.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, I'm not saying like I got all my screws all tightened up, but I can definitely share a lot of light and some shit that could probably help some people. Like people legit have like hit me up for like, thank you for this, thank you for that, and like ever since that for like it takes me to a different spot where I'm like, I have to do this shit.
It's a different kind of drive,
Yeah, like I have to do this shit. There's some kids out there that legit are like changing their life because of some fucking shit that I posted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so, it's like fuck. Like I gotta do this shit, and like my shit's funny, and like it like for the most part, like whatever some people might think is not funny, but then it is what it is. Like it's always gonna be some shit that you can.
Everybody has different humor.
Yeah,
Everybody says I have dark humor. I get that a lot. That I have dark humor and.
No, yeah.
Hey.
I mean, like in a sense, like at the same time too, like for anybody's out there, fool, like you gotta like not worry about like what anybody's opinion is for the most part. You know what I mean? Like take constructive criticism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about it like that. Whenever you hear somebody like say, if they're being a hater, then they're just gonna be a hater. You know?
Yeah. Fucking. Have you been maneuvering through all the trolls and all the fucking bots and all the fucking sick ass comments, bro? Because that's something, especially in your avenue, when you are joking, like people are gonna come at you kind of what you're posting. Because even me, when I'm doing just like a fucking food review, I'm eating a fucking sandwich, motherfucker's still gonna talk shit.
Yeah.
I just wanted to enjoy this motherfucking meal. You're talking shit. How have you maneuvered with that shit? Everybody's kind of.
This is a boring ass answer too, fool. Like keep it real, but like okay, so I've been trained in like hospitality, like in my 9 to 5 type life. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, are welders in Bakersfield. Or a lot of people are fucking. They do like lots of roughneck type of jobs. Or
oil field work.
You know what I mean? They do that type of shit. But I grew up like doing hospitality, like right when I got out of high school. So like I had to learn with dealing with people's real life interactions of them being total assholes. You know what I mean? And
I'm
right next to you. You know what I mean? Like talking shit to you in person, you have to learn how to handle that shit. So like, I grew up learning that shit. So when they did start trolling, it was kind of like funny because it didn't have like it was like hold on like
there was no like
there was no like
didn't really get to you.
Yeah, it didn't build up like no animosity. It was kind of like I have to kill people with kindness in real life. So it's like I just did the same thing on the phone. I just kill people with kindness or like joke back and shit. And then I ended up turning a lot of it into memes and shit. Like when I do Grand Rising, I'm like, Grand Rising.
Yeah.
And I usually put like when people are talking shit about me saying Grand Rising.
Grand Rising, fool.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Where did the Grand Rising come from?
That was like, so like a lot of it has to do with like raising your vibration.
That's a spiritual
and shit.
thing.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a spiritual
No, I know
thing.
what it means, but like, where did it come for you? Like, I understand like where it comes from, like Grand Rising. The way I saw it in my perspective was like a sick ass fool turn a leaf. Now he's on that Grand Rising.
You're fucking racist, dog. that I healed from drug addiction and nothing. I fucking like, fuck this table.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Grand Rising, dude. So Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Nah, that shit.
Shut the fuck up,
Yeah,
fool.
shut the fuck up. No, it was one of those things in the beginning where it was like everything that I did, fool, was like lame in a sense to like certain trolls, like people that would told me, would be like, "Oh fuck this lame ass fool." You know what I mean? So it was like I did something that was like, okay, let me do something lame as fuck, and then like kind of do a voiceover where I'm talking shit and I'm using everybody's like comments that like they would do towards me.
Makes sense,
You know what I mean? So like I just did that, and some shit I would make up, and like some shit I would just run off with, like I'd do a female voice and shit, or like, you know what I mean? So I just do some random shit, and then I did like a demon one recently, and like the demon ones are popping off a lot. I learned how to like. It's all about social conscious. That's what it's about.
When I first realized and I noticed that your shit was taking off, I think the first one I seen, not the first one, I've seen a lot of your content before, but I think...
Fucking lying, I'm gonna check your shit, dog. You're gonna say you've seen like 3 things and you only like 3 of them now.
We go back to 20. And recently there's a page that is inactive anymore, and I still follow that shit. I was I don't know if it had like a little smiley face on it.
That was the one.
Fat. So I've been down. I've been down.
Right,
shit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That shit's inactive. All that shit.
You're real for real.
What was it? Fat woke food.
Yeah, fat woke food going wild. I was being fucking fat. Yeah, that shit's crazy. I remember that.
It was one, and I think it was like a piece of paper, and then like you were like, "Oh, there's like a letter or something," and you opened it, and I forgot what it said on there, but I remember that.
Oh shit. Yeah, I could see myself doing some crazy shit.
Like it was like, everyone knows I think it said everyone knows you're on a sick one.
Oh, that's the one where you posted it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you're not hiding it very well.
That was my biggest one that I could say one that went off.
That's what it said. It just came to because I was thinking about it earlier. I was like, that's one of the first ones I seen that really popped.
Yeah.
And that I like was aware of,
You were just seeing pop off.
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, that shit was funny as fuck. Like, hey bro, you're not hiding it very well.
Yeah. Everybody knows you're on a sick one. You're not hiding it very well.
I guess it resonated with me. Where you're fucking yacked out of my mind. Like
exactly. It was like, oh. That's what it was though. Fucking for real. It was like during that time and shit. I'm not trying to put everybody on blast and shit like that. But
put them all on blast. Fuck everybody.
You'd be like tripping out because you'd be just chilling, and then you're like looking at certain fools and it's like
trying to bite their ear off and shit.
Yeah, that fool's all spun out. And the fools are just paying you. Nah.
On your website, with merch, is it just shirts? You got anything else? I got some dope ideas for
big ass fucking pepinos.
Personalized.
I can't relate.
It's all signed. They're signed.
So you got shirts and the pepino pillow.
A pillow.
Stickers.
Does it vibrate?
Yeah, stickers and shit. You know what I mean? I got some shit on there. It's just like.
Does the pillow vibrate?
That's a good idea. Now, but yeah, more shit's gonna be going on there and shit. You know what I mean? I could say that the highlight of this shit is the shirts for sure.
Yeah. The summer's coming, bro. Give me some tank tops so I can get rid of my fucking farmer tan.
Oh yeah.
Wintertime, some beanies. I fucking love a good beanie. Have you had any internet beef with anybody? Like any other page? Like there's not like serious beef, you know what I mean? Like maybe like page on page, like where some fools are like, or kind of how I said earlier, fools using the sounds like we were like, man, fuck these fools.
Nah, I mean it's just funny, fool. Just like there's not really no beef. It's just more or less my own like ego, I guess you can say, when it comes to like the creating part, because like a lot of the times they won't even like whenever you can steal the audio and then like you redo it, it doesn't go under like my thing as I created it, goes as they created it. You know what I mean? And they're getting money, so it's like I mean at the end of the day it is what it is, but I could say for certain creators that don't do that, it'd be nice to get some type of like
recognition for it.
At least tag me.
Oh yeah.
Tag me or something. That's one of the biggest things. I don't know if any other content creators feel the same way and shit.
I see that shit all the time.
It could be my old head self. You know what I mean?
No, I see that shit all the time. Especially, I mean, it's your own creativity and something. Yeah. You sparked an original idea, and it's just like anything else. You know, no, you don't get the credit. Especially like fucking all these views off of that shit. You're like, hey, motherfucker, that was me.
Yeah,
That's literally my voice.
Especially when they got more followers than
Yeah.
they like 100,000
Like,
more followers than
bastards.
me. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, these fools. No, but it is what it is. It's that's part of the content shit.
Yeah.
As long as you keep going, you eventually will get like everybody who hears that shit, they'll eventually like gravitate towards you because if you just stay consistent,
Yeah.
eventually you're gonna land on their
Yeah.
feed, you know.
Oh yeah, and it's happened plenty of times where you see fools, doing a little skit or something just with an audio.
Yeah.
You don't know where it comes from, and eventually you end up landing on it.
Exactly.
So yeah, that is definitely true. Even if they don't tag you, I mean, eventually.
Yeah, eventually
you
it
gotta-
all comes back to me. So that's the biggest thing. There's not really no beef or anything. Like even like music wise, like there's like I said, it was like
Any kind of
always-
beef you want to start right now? Just anybody want to call out?
I want to call out the adult film industry making me ruin my life, abuse my pepino my whole life.
Damn,
No,
you heard it here first.
not for real though.
He's gonna pop up the number on the screen for the what is the class action lawsuits?
Yeah, if
Did
you
you-
have been, if you
You beat your pepino.
If you're pepino, you have pepino abuse.
right,
You might be entitled for some compensation.
for real though. Fool. Like at the end of the day, like I learned that you gotta like kind of market yourself. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And who you are and like whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? So like as far as like with your artistry and whatever it comes from.
Yeah.
You know, like how you're doing like the
yeah.
and like vlogging and doing that. Like
Yeah.
that shit all plays a part with like you and your brand and shit like that. So,
Yeah, people love food, bro. So it's right away. Like those videos been doing good, and Bakersfield's not much to do, but one thing's for sure, Bakersfield foodie town.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh, where'd you get that big old fucking?
There's always something.
Slap me with that burgers, please.
Hell yeah.
Something. Are you monetized? Is that something?
Shout out to Facebook. Yeah, no, for real. Facebook's where it's at for everybody.
I hear that a
Everybody
lot.
should be making money on Facebook right now. Like,
I was
there's really,
surprised when they told me that shit.
yeah,
Facebook
there's really
was
no
that.
reason not to make money on Facebook. Even if you're doing some faceless shit, like you could do fucking just words and shit and like
Yeah.
so like anything for like I think it's just about being consistent and shit and just doing it. You know what I mean? And
Is that
posting
the,
engaging content?
The main platform you're monetized on?
Yeah. I mean, everything else is gonna like I'm barely holding on by a thread for Instagram and shit. Like they're already like almost about to take my shit off. You know what I mean? So it's like
What is it? What keeps you from? Because I see you getting the views and the followers. What's
I can't go live and like right now I can't go live, and then I can't be monetized through anything. Like I think it's like I can only get certain monetization. Like
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
What about TikTok?
TikTok, nah, cause like that right there, I think is for fools that really have to like live on fucking TikTok. Like you have to really,
That's just
you
crazy.
really have to hustle. Like right now, I was gonna go live, but like I felt like it would have been too much of a distraction for me. So like I didn't. But like basically, if I would have went live right now, I would have made some money.
Yeah.
But it's like you have to stay doing that shit consistently, being on live, interacting, and like being like a fucking NPC and shit. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's crazy because I follow some of these people that they're like, oh, engage and follow for follow type shit. That's on a different page, and I'll wake up sometimes, check my shit. They're on.
Yeah.
Before I go to bed, they're on. And it's just like no joke. They're on all fucking
You have to
day.
be on all day.
Like
bro.
god damn.
You have to promote shit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like me alone, I feel like that's where it's like in the middle where I'm doing it for the engagement and the love, but I want to open up more doors when it comes to this shit. Like I want to be in a movie. I want to be like writing the script or doing
That's
like
tight. You have ideas for movies and shit?
shit like
That's
that,
tight.
and like doing like even cartoons and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Who
Like,
would play you in a movie?
fuck, I don't even know. I'll play myself. I'd probably want to play myself.
What would be the title of the movie?
That was that one you posted with the thousand fools against one man or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, that was the gorilla one. And then there's another video for some fool made an AI like movie shit like one man, like it was like standing right there trying to stop everybody from playing their pepino.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck.
And
It looked like
Pepino
some
violence.
Look like what's up for look like Jackie Chan though. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that shit was fucked up. No, shout out to the Asian community though, for real.
Shout out.
Trying to win the weight of my heart. You gotta learn to cook Thai food,
Type it's fire.
kimchi, and yeah. No, for real, I'm fucking part Asian now, dog.
That's right. I love Asian food.
No, for real, though, fool.
I'd kill a man for a good Asian. I love a good Asian.
Oh yeah, you're making me hungry.
How do you keep going, bro, on a day to day, like just with the content stuff, like to where it doesn't burn you out, and or is you just having so much fun with it right now, where it's just like hell yeah, it just comes
It's
a little.
It's a trip now, fool. Like it's a trip now, dog. Like I don't know. Now it's one of those things where it's like you seen that one. You know, like Forrest Gump fool, where that fool's just running.
Ready,
And
yeah.
he just stops and he's like, "Okay, guys,
Yeah.
I'm done now. I don't want to run no more."
I don't wanna run no more.
A lot of the times it feels like that, fool. But like that's when it's like, okay, like you sit there and you're just like, you see everything that you already done and as far as you came already, and you just like. You already know that that's what stopped you in the beginning was you feeling that little bit of like pull.
Yeah.
And you just gotta turn around and flip it around, you know, and be like, okay, like I feel the pull, so that means I need to do it now. I need to
Yeah.
post something right now. So I think that's like the balance is like getting used to that pull, getting used to that like feeling of like fuck, I don't want to do this shit.
Yeah.
Like making that shit part of your day to day. Like,
Yeah.
oh, there you go again.
Yeah, because you said it was like 30% of your day, right?
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. So it's like everything will go by. And I gotta post. You gotta post at a certain times. You can have it scheduled, but fuck, fool. Sometimes it'll schedule and then like the hashtags won't go on there, or like the whole caption will be gone,
Yeah.
or like it doesn't post
You
like.
forget something.
Yeah, and then plus right when you post it, you have to have a certain amount of like activity right when you do it. Like you have to share it, you have
Yeah.
to like it, you have to like post it, and
Yeah.
the collaborations have to be all like on point. So
Yeah,
it's
the
like-
whole, it's all methodical, it's all fucking.
yeah, so like I'm doing that shit in the morning time and then the lunchtime and then in the evening time, or like switching up the time through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like okay, cool, like building up like your content that you're gonna post up, and then like just staying with that. Okay, if I don't have nothing to post right now, then I'm gonna post something on the next one for sure.
Yeah.
The next time, you know what I mean? So it's like that's the main thing is just like. Just try not to let your own thoughts really fuck with you. Like meditating, fool, is gonna be your biggest fucking friend when it
Yeah.
comes to anything. Like stopping anything you're doing, fool, is gonna be meditating, or helping you do something is gonna be meditating because
Yeah.
like you really get to sit there and like work through that shit. Even like not even sitting like sit there and like fucking in your own thoughts and like no, if you can meditate like doing anything,
Yeah.
like just sit there and just zone out for a second and just be like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So, like, a lot of the times I'll be overwhelmed, like, fuck, I gotta post right now. And I'll be like, fuck, what am I tripping for? Like, I'll just kick it. And then next thing you know, I'm either gonna post or I'm not. And then I'll just go to the next time, you know?
The kind of going into the meditating stuff, is that sounds like a little influence from somebody I know.
Yeah, like I said, that fucking digital marketing class, like that.
The
like,
reason he keeps mentioning that with the life changing thing about that digital marketing class is
Can I
that
tell you a
was.
quick joke real quick? I'm sorry.
Go for it.
What kind of pizza does the Dalai Lama order?
Okay.
One with everything.
that's funny as fuck.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
No, but I was just saying with the digital
You've
marketing
been too fucking quiet. Go ahead.
that he mentioned was in that digital marketing class that Adam Ivy we had bought into.
Yeah.
There's modules like email marketing and social media marketing, but module 1 was learning to get past those mental blocks, like he was saying, and he recommended a book. I bought the book. I read the book. This fool, I don't know if I bought him the book, passed him the book. He read the book, and in that book, it's talking about meditation, connecting with the higher source. And that's where you're gonna draw off your inspiration from, being able to observe your thoughts, and that right there was the shift for a lot of shit that we started doing.
Yeah.
Including me personally, even if it's not in the content brand, it was just that digital marketing space started it all. The whole wheel rolling. Yeah, that was it right there. That kind of kicked it all off for us, which was kind of ironic. That's the thing with the universe, how it works. It just, in the most ironic ways, got us going, meditating through a fucking digital marketing class and shit.
Yeah,
That's
how we
fucking
learn.
crazy.
Yeah, that's how we learn meditating.
I think, man, if you're that dude's onto something because that could be applied to anything really. Like especially whatever you're gonna do, like having that mental clarity, really touching base with your spirituality and finding out who you are and what your
Yeah.
purpose is and
That's what I tripped out
Coming,
on. That was
you know.
this first module is knowing what you want to do in your purpose before you even touch the email marketing
Oh,
and
yeah.
all that. You pass through module one.
yeah,
Align with your vision.
That's how I conquered a lot of shit, fool. For real.
that's good, man.
Yeah, meditating will save your life.
You have an awakening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The grand awakening.
that's right. Grand rising.
Grand rising.
The grand rising.
He's like my elders.
Yeah.
My elders helped me with fucking.
Fucking Mr. Miyagi and shit.
Feels like wearing a big old flock of feathers. Fucking. Right now, being sober, would you be up to do like ayahuasca or anything like that? Go to Peru and fucking really tap in with the third eye.
I mean, I kind of already went there already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, like I've been on that spaceship.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. I've been to the point where I get like a whole fucking too much of that too.
Like I was talking to
Yeah.
people in different dimensions,
Talking
different
to Alf and shit.
Tripping. All
alien
this
life
running
form.
in the dark, just sitting there.
We kind of glossed over a little bit on Texas. You just got back a little bit ago. You were out there. How was it? How was Texas?
Shout out to Texas. Well, like, honestly,
What part of Texas did you go to? Because Texas is big as fuck.
Yeah, Fort Worth, Texas.
Fort
I went
Worth.
out there for,
See any really big belt buckles?
Yeah, I seen big old, lots of everything. But
Everything's bigger in
Everything's
Texas.
bigger in Texas, that's for sure.
That's crazy.
Edit that out now. No.
How was your time over there, man?
It was good. It was good for us. Life changing, that's for sure. For like,
What's up with the Texas foods? How'd they embrace you?
for it was love. For like, it was like an establishment of like, okay, like I'm doing something with this shit, because
Yeah.
like I was established in my brain, like, okay, this shit is gonna work out one way or fucking another. Because if I was able to have like that much love, people just pull up and shit like that. Well, they drove all the way across town, like, and remember, it's not even a town; it's a city and shit. Like,
Yeah.
they drove all the way from like a different area just to come, and fucking eat with me for a second,
Like a meetup?
Tease me about the fucking strip club, fool, because you're supposed to take me. No,
Yeah. They
Nah.
ranked it on the strip club?
Yeah, they ranked it on me, fool. They teased me. Nah, but it's cool though. They're young as fuck, so I already knew I was about to end up looking like a sore thumb.
Oh, you
Yeah.
brought your dad?
Yeah, no, it was like that for sure. The bartender was tripping out because they're all under 20, all under like 20, and then like the main two fools were like 23 and like 20,
Yeah.
20 around there, and like it was just funny as fuck because they're all trying to drink, and the bartender's like, no, you can't drink.
Yeah.
You guys should drink like, you guys should drink somewhere else and shit. But
I thought the drinking age in Texas was like 15 or some shit.
yeah, I don't even know.
Owning a gun like at 10 years old and shit.
Yeah, they had fun though, fool. That shit was a good ass experience, dog. And then like, I fucking stopped smoking out there, fool, which I fucking, like that was a big thing for me, fool, like, real talk, cause, like, right now, I started smoking again, fool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, fool, like, fuck no, like, I need to chill, dog.
So you were Texas sober
I
while you were over there?
was real sober out there. Like, cause I didn't drink either and shit, but fucking, yeah, I could say that one thing though, fool, like, going out there to Texas and coming back to Bakersfield, like, at least in that area, at least what I was doing and shit, cause I was just around like a good area, but like, then coming back to Bakersfield, it's like, you start to really think about like, damn, like, Bakersfield and Texas, as much as they're similar, like, the feeling is a lot different,
Yeah.
So it's like trying to remember that, like, you can, like, a lot of kids in Bakersfield, like, especially in like certain parts, they'll think like that there's nothing else bigger than whatever they see every day.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And it ends up like a negative thing for where they're like,
Yeah.
they end up stuck in the same loop as their tias and tios, and
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, that shit is like a never ending cycle. Sometimes it'll be, and it's like I just want like a lot of people to know that like there's a lot more bigger things than your neighborhood or the 4 blocks that you know your whole life, or the walkway, the same side of town that you grew up on, or your grandma's house and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Meeting up with your side bitch at the Bluffs.
Yeah, you know what I mean. There's so much
Middle of the
other
night.
places you can fuck besides the Bluffs at.
Yeah.
Like,
All
for
kinds
real.
of dark alleys.
Yeah, it's full.
Yeah.
So much better massage parlors out there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you're gonna see the same old fucking Korean old lady that you've been visiting for the last
It's Ling Ling and shit.
Yeah.
With the soft hands.
How'd you like the food out there? I always hear the big debate with the fucking food out there.
I mean, like the big debate to me is like the In-N-Out and the Whataburger. Like that's one of them. I think that's the big
Oh,
debate.
fuck with it.
Did you? You don't? Fuck out.
No, for real, no. Yeah,
I heard somebody say today, literally, if you don't like it now, you don't know how to order.
you don't know how to order.
You don't know how to order. You're not ordering right.
Same old plain shit. It's overhyped.
I think it's the
Don't you dare. No In-N-Out slander. I got my little In-N-Out hat somewhere around there.
nah. It's I mean it's an acquired taste. I guess nah. In-N-Out.
It's not a fuck. It's not fucking escargot. It's a goddamn hamburger.
Cause you get to like understand the substance, of the taste, of the texture.
One with the burger.
Yeah,
So did you have Whataburger while you were out there?
I did have a Whataburger, and I could say I could say that's like, to me it's a lot more better because it's one it's like bigger and it's like more like sloppy, like more they just got all this shit together.
It's bigger,
like,
sloppy.
Yeah, it's like a big ass burger. You know what I mean? Just all hanging out a little bit. You know what I mean? And like this hallow meat. You know what I mean? And like, it's big.
Talking about burgers,
Bigger
right?
is the better. Nah. So like yeah, and I got like one of those, like a cheeseburger one, and then I got the patty mount and shit. So like I had to give it its full, you know, the full fucking test, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah. So like yeah, I'd say it's a lot more better because of just how simple, like how you were saying, like how simple fucking In-N-Out is. It's just the regular same old shit, you know.
Breaking my heart. I thought you were gonna say loyal to California for a second. But
The
nah.
fucked up part about it is that In-N-Out didn't stay loyal to California. So
The
that's
what?
why In-N-Out didn't stay loyal.
Oh, they bounced.
Yeah, they're right there down the street from the Whataburger. And
Yeah,
shit,
I hear they're just like all the taxes and
that's
legality.
I seen a tweet that said if you don't like In-N-Out, you're not really from California. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
California.
That's crazy.
California. Ever seen the Californians on Saturday Night Live?
Californians.
What are you doing here, man? Yeah.
California.
Did you tap in with anything music related in Texas?
Nah.
You didn't make any chop and screw music while you were out there?
No. I didn't do nothing like that. I kept myself on a straight and narrow line out there. I didn't go to no strip clubs. I didn't meet no criminals. I kept myself on the straight.
This was a music related question.
That's what I did.
I said, was there any music inspiration?
Yeah.
I didn't do no stripping. I didn't hang around no criminals.
Nothing.
I was limited to one midget.
That's it. I got a dope ass shirt, and yeah. No, but yeah.
Did they give you that shirt out there?
Not this one, but no, they gifted me a midget.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
the one that I saw you wearing it, the midget torta.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, that shit was sick.
That fool gave me the one of the homies that came out there and shit.
You gonna put that one on your website?
I don't know. I might have to make like a different version of it. But
yeah.
He bought it from some spot I don't even know, but yeah, that shit was fun as fuck.
Let me know if you need a male model for that one, bro. I'll spin on a pole for it. Fuck it.
I'm gonna have to get you.
Hell yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, you saw that I was fucking with the food reviews and stuff. Any places you recommend around town I hit? What's your favorite? What's your go-to?
Honestly, around town, it's one of those things where I just go stick to the same old stuff that I grew up on. So it's like, you know, John's Burgers, you know what I mean?
Which one?
On the east side right there on like
Yeah.
Columbus.
That one's good. The only reason I say which one, because the one on F Street, I lived like right there for a while, so I was there all the time.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah,
good too.
pretty similar, but yeah, still a little different. I do like the one on the east side.
So I'm not even sure if that's like original or anything. Like I'm not sure they probably have that at other places and stuff. But recently and stuff, like when I went to work in Texas and shit, like I was being spoiled and shit by getting to go eat wherever, you know, they would take me to go eat at like fancy ass restaurants.
Yeah.
So I ate Thai food and like lots of different kinds of Asian food and shit like that.
Yeah.
So like I would say like
You fucking with any Thai places in town?
nah, but shit, I'm down to go, you know, do something. I want to do something crazy.
I'll take you to a good place.
Yeah, we could do a video review. Or
Yeah,
whatever, you know,
there's a place in town we frequent and it's fucking good.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some. I think I tried the red curry something out there, but yeah, it's
There's a lot of good places out.
we
we
get
can
our
hit up.
fat on before we can.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm always ready.
I'll be ready for it.
I roll my stretchy pants.
Hell yeah. I'll take a break so I have like everything ready for it. You just throw it in my belly.
Put it in, get in my belly. Hell yeah. I got a few more. I did one this morning that I just got to edit and release, so that'll be coming out probably tomorrow for sure. And,
Do that shit. Do that shit. Keep doing that shit.
what you got?
I don't eat out at all. I eat the same old shit. If it's not fucking work, it's home. That's it. I don't eat nowhere.
I don't see how my
Health is wealth. This was measuring his fucking pinches of salt and shit. Like,
I know,
pinch of salt, and it's like, oh, 1, 2, oh,
Yeah.
I'm giving him a hard time.
I literally just told him right now because I showed him the Himalayan salt I had on the counter. I was like, fucking
Hit a bump
old
on
man me with me. But
Trying to get there.
he's like, let me get a bump of that fucking
So let me get some of that.
the pink stuff. I was like, oh, that should remind me every more and more I'm fucking getting older and shit and fucking putting salt in my water like a fucking old man commercial. Yeah.
Grown ass man, by the way.
Grown ass man, by the way. I like your twist on that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, because at first that stung a little bit. You know,
People do that.
you're doing any little thing as a grown ass man. By the way,
You're like,
"Aw."
oh, I can't do nothing.
6'7", grown ass man, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Over here can't even enjoy like a little Starbucks or something.
Right.
A little fruity ass drink.
You're a Starbucks fool too, ain't you?
Yeah, unfortunately, dog. I gotta stop. Fool. I'm gonna touch that wall one day, though.
One day. Me with caffeine, especially coffee.
See, I'm an energy drink full.
Yeah, you're Kyle. You're punching walls all the time.
I recommend 5 energy drinks.
Boy,
Right
if you ain't drinking energy drink, you ain't drinking nothing.
Yeah.
Food.
What's your right now? You go to 7-Eleven. What are you grabbing?
Okay, depends on what time of the day it is.
Right now. What's
Right
fucking? What time is it?
Since it's late and I don't want something that's gonna keep me up too late, I probably have to go with
That's not
the Blue Hawaiian Monster.
Blue Hawaiian Monster.
Yeah.
Damn. Right
If it
now?
was early in the morning, it would be in the orange creamsicle rain.
Blue Hawaiian Monster is what I call my drug dealer. What popsicle? What?
The orange creamsicle rain.
Whoa.
Yeah, those are fire.
Hey, don't give him too much credit for being Mr. Health Guy. He took a big
I
turn.
know. I was like, hold
I-
on, wait a minute. I retract that last statement.
I remember
Hey,
this
there's
food.
0 calories, fool.
0 calories. 100%. What's that shit that they put in when it's like sugar free? That
Semen.
fucking.
Bullshit.
Hell yeah. Red Bull. If it's Red Bull,
What's
100%
fucked
bull
up is
semen.
I got my kids around the house saying fridge seek.
What's that?
You never seen that? That's a meme. It's like you got your Diet Coke and your Diet Pepsi. I need a fridge seek.
Oh, no. I've
Because
never
it
heard
has
that one.
aspartame in it.
I'm not. That's yeah.
Fridge seek.
What the fuck?
I'm not hip with the youngsters.
Pass me a fridge seek.
No, this was what we were talking about. Health is wealth, and fucking. When we were young, this food we'd be chilling at this food's pad, and this food had a whole 2-liter just to the
That's where it changed, fool. I don't even drink regular soda no
fucking
more.
to the neck.
Oh,
Just
yeah, I remember those
Got my
days.
fucking
fucking.
The food was
Pepsi
real
Zero.
fucking.
This food was a
Lifetime
fuck.
supply, please.
This food had a
I
fucking.
remember that. That's
It was a silver tooth kid. So much fucking sugar.
I used to
Fucking
take
little
a 6-pack
Aiden.
to the neck.
For real, this would stay on the fucking
That food
2-liter.
pissed off when we didn't have a soda to this. We'd be like, it's cracking. Fuck my damn
crashing
soda. God damn it, motherfuckers.
God damn it, too really drink my last one.
God damn it.
Fucking.
Anything you want to promote? Anything you want to fucking share?
If anybody sits here and watches this whole thing, you know what I mean? Fuck off. Nah.
Yeah. Go do something better with your
Do
life.
something with your life. You got a bad brain. Nah. No, but honestly, just fucking appreciate just fucking, you know, you having me on here and shit.
Hell yeah.
Being
Thanks for
patient
coming
with
through.
me and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hope I
man.
wasn't disappointed and shit, you know what I mean? Hope I wasn't disappointing and, you know, I didn't, you know, whoop my Pepino out. You know,
Yeah.
You wanted me to, you know?
I was waiting for a Pepino reveal. I promised a Pepino reveal.
I fucked it up, fool.
Hell yeah. Thanks for coming through, bro. Fucking much appreciated. Thank
Like
you
I
for
said,
sending it
the
up.
main thing, like I said on my post, just having 3 foods that are actually entrepreneuring it, active, going for their own shit in their own way. You got the podcast. This food's got his music and the content. I'm doing whatever the fuck I'm doing. I usually say I got like 5 different hats that I'm trying to put on at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Hey, no, don't let this fool be all fucking shy and shit. This fool's a badass music producer, dog. This fool's an engineer. This fool fucking, like, real talk, fool. Like, people out there would not even understand their music, and then he'll be able to get them to show them a beat. They're like, oh shit, like, actually now I want to fucking be a rapper and shit. Like, there's lots of times we chill in the studio, and
bringing
fools
out
just
the-
fucking fall in love with the shit just because they hear this fool's beats and shit.
Bringing out the best in everybody.
that is a good
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah.
I got a post or a text the other day from someone I haven't talked to in a while. Like, hey, you still producing? I was thinking of you. I'm gonna send my homie your way. That's what's up.
Where can people find you, your music, your
As always,
productions,
Antix The Menace, or I get for my music, it's always gonna be Antix The Menace.
on everything?
On everything.
YouTube,
Yeah.
Instagram,
Yeah.
Pornhub, Grinder.
Antix The Menace.
We got it all.
Where'd you get that name,
All the
Antix?
platforms.
This guy right here.
There you go.
That's right.
Hell yeah. And fool play with each other's pepinos in private.
Hell no, we need the
Fucking right here,
views.
fool.
We need the views. Gonna play in public.
No, but yeah, you catch my shit too, you know, Too Real, the number 2, and then Real, out there, you know, on all platforms, and you know, the Saddest Fool or Too Real official on all you know, platforms and shit, content creating wise, just being a fool, trying to help fools do better, you know what I mean? And just giving everybody, you know, something to fucking laugh at, and just to be a lot of fools' voices and shit too. Cause a lot of people are scared to talk about certain shit and are too much of like a taboo and shit to talk about certain shit that they don't want to speak on. And you know, I'm just trying to shine light on lots of dark places. You feel me? So like, how fools like not feel so alone in lots of shit that they're going through. You feel me?
Big time.
Hell
Big
yeah.
time. Hell yeah, man. Anything else you fellas want to leave off with? Think we get on time? Anything else you want
Yeah, I
to?
think that was it.
Fool, just
Hell yeah.
stop playing with your pepino.
That's gonna be the infamous line. Stop playing with your Pepino 2026.
Hell yeah.
If not, it's gonna have to be 2027.
Just rank it.
Just rank it.
Just
there you
rank
go.
it. Hell yeah. Thank you for coming through. Much appreciated.
Of course.
Give out all their handles. Go give them a follow. Go give them a like. Go give them a subscribe. Check out their music. Check out everything. Keep supporting. Just like we support each other. Thank you guys for coming through, and it's been real good. Gracias.
Peace.
Grand Rising.
Hey, you got right. Like sipping on my 211, feeling like a ruthless felon. Got my new bitch smelling got my new bitch yelling cause I'm smelling like a toothless hobo. Blowing motherfucker, stucker than a photo. Getting more stuck up or getting more drunk up by the minute. If I got it, I spend it. It's recommended. Drink it like it's oxygen. Get drunk and box a friend. And there's some shit like that.